is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Peraza. For Brian Snickers' Atlanta Braves, who are 43-53, Jerkson Profar is the left fielder. He is leading off. Matt Olson at first, batting second. The number 3 hitter is the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Drake Baldwin is the DH tonight, batting cleanup. Sean Murphy is catching, and when one is the DH, the other is the catcher, and they switch back and forth depending on a lefty or righty. Usually, he is the 5 hitter, is Murphy behind the plate. Ozzie Albies at second base, batting 6th. Nacho Alvarez Jr. is the third baseman, batting 7th. Michael Harris is in center field, and Nick Allen is the shortstop, batting 9th. We'll be back with more after this on WFAN Yankees Radio.
This Yankees road game sponsored by Travel Guard Insurance. Travel plans don't always go as expected. Help protect your travels with a Travel Guard travel insurance plan at TravelGuard.com.
When the pros are injured, they receive the highest quality care. You deserve the same. That's what you'll find at Workman's Circle Multicare Center in the Bronx. They cater to orthopedic patients and take admissions 7 days a week. Visit WCMCC.org.
Stuck in traffic? Sure. Stuck with slow internet? Don't take slow for an answer. Switch to Optimum Fiber, the fastest fiber internet in the tri-state, starting at just $40 a month. And right now, get Optimum Mobile included free for 1 whole year. That's right, fiber fast internet and mobile, you're cruising now. Visit Optimum.com, call 8884-OPTIMUM, or swing by your local store. But hurry, this deal won't last.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download with high-quality luxury refinements and seamless connectivity that surrounds you in comfort, along with premium seating, ambient lighting, and over 170 standard safety and security features. And like most All-Stars, it can really motor, especially with standard 600 horsepower. It's rugged, plays aggressive, and isn't afraid to get dirty. And with the exciting offers and deals going on right now at your local Jeep brand dealer, it all adds up to Jeep Wagoneer S being a steal. So hurry in today and blast one out of the park. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Wow. New Jersey's got a lot of summer wow. From sun and wows to fun and wows. And every wow in between. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lot of wow.
It's the bottom of the ninth, and wait a minute, there's a flood in the dugout?
Who tried to fix the pipes with chewing gum and hope? Call Roto-Rooter. Stat. Our phone only calls the bullpen. Bring in the closer.
Time to shut down that leak and get out of this jam.
And boom, the pros from Roto-Rooter saved the game.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh, my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
funny how just going through that, how bad that play was.
You know, it's the thing that's interesting. And Jorge Vivas plays hard, very young. He knows he messed up. He really knows he messed up, and it's really devastated him. And one of the coaches said to me, you know, it's awful about that. Ronald Acuna Jr. could go to the Hall of Fame. That's going to be a thing that kid is going to be in that.
That's an excellent point.
That clip for the rest of his life.
That's like, who was the guy that Ichiro threw out at third? I can't remember his name. But
that's good for whoever that is.
Right,
but
exactly.
That's exactly one of those.
That throw was sick because he deked, he had his back to the play, and just turned and threw. And I said, well, he airmailed it. I'm thinking this is no way this is going to happen. And then, boom, we get an out.
And Vivas also said that, and now that you say that Nacho, who is the third base, I love that name. It killed me, Nacho Alvarez. So Nacho didn't know. No wonder he deked him because he had no idea the throw was coming.
Right.
So then Vivas, he had said that it looked like he wasn't getting set up for it. But Aaron Boone made sure, and he said it on the manager's he knows what he did. I don't have to bench him. I only bench them if they're not trying. He made a mistake. That's a difference between not running hard or just messing up. It was a mental mistake, but I did think of that because that play will be shown. And we went back to the hotel last night, and I turned on ESPN, and there it is.
Oh, they led with it. One time, the late Sports Center before I went to bed, they led with our game in that play. Yeah. And the other thing too, that the other ingredient in that whole play, Judge was on deck.
We're going to finish that in a minute, but we better start. We're coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth, and as Paul Goldschmidt steps up to the plate, stepping up to the microphone, is in the voice of the New York Yankees. Here is Dave Sims.
All right, thank you, Susan. Go time here at Truist Park, 14 miles northwest of downtown Atlanta. Got another big crowd. They had 41,844 last night. The Yankees trying to end a 4-game losing streak at this ballpark. They were swept in 3 games back in 23. And for this season, they've lost 12 of the last 14 road games. So you want to talk about go time.
Yeah.
Let's start right now. Joey Wentz on the mound, a left-hander, 2-1, a 6.32 ERA. The Yankees saw him twice in Pittsburgh back in April. And the Braves wearing their white uniforms with the royal blue shoulder pads, if you will. Look at it. His first pitch to Goldie. It is in there for a strike.
I like these uniforms for the Braves, but they don't look like Braves uniforms, right? The blue and the white. Yeah. It's sort of like Kansas City Royal uniforms.
Mm-hmm. They wore these, I believe, in the early 80s. Might have been when Joe Torre was there, too. 0-1. Here's a pitch to Goldie. Another strike. 0-2.
Maybe that's the problem. They didn't play very well in the early 80s.
Correct.
That's when John Sterling was there. Talked about.
Goldie had 287, 8 homers, and 36 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter against the lefty Wentz. And a pitch. This down and in, 1-2. Keep in mind the Yankees have an 806 team OPS against left-hand pitching. Hopefully that comes to the fore. And Judge, an 853 slugging percentage, which leads the majors against lefties. Pitch here to Goldie. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and he goes down.
And he's going to throw that cutter a lot. It's a four-seamer and a cutter mostly, and he will throw in a curve every now and then, but mostly a four-seamer and a cutter.
Braves have won 4 of their last 6 games. They're in 4th place in the National League East. Talking to Brian Snitker today, said, listen, we got 66 games left. We're not going to go 50 and 16. Let's win today. Let's concentrate on today. I think it's a pleasure to talk to.
Isn't he, though?
Bellinger shows bunt and takes first pitch strike. Belly hitting at 282. 16 homers, 55 runs batted in on a heater himself. Hit safely in 18 of his last 19, 22 of his last 24 games.
So this is game number 98 for the Yankees. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Where'd it go?
This is unbelievable.
I was just saying, hi, how are you, Steve?
That's right. All right, do you need me to show you where the coffee is?
Yeah, right? Seriously. 0-1 to Bellinger. Cody in a 2-spot tonight and tried to paint outside, just missed 1-1. Bellinger last night went 1 for 4, had an RBI single in the 7th inning. And he was the one that put it in play, that fly ball down the right field line that Acuna made the nice play on and threw out Vivas at third. There's a 1-1, lefty on lefty, and a swing and a foul straight back.
Home plate umpire tonight is Mark Wegman, the veteran umpire. This is his 28th year.
Good for him.
Yeah. He's got some, and between him and Bruce Dreckman, he got a lot of years in there.
And we have to count. I got to believe this is this is our 98th game that we've seen him 15 times.
Oh, he's our personal umpire, Mark White.
1-2. Pitch swung on, a line drive into right field. Backing up was Acuna, and then comes in to make the two-hand catch, 2 down.
Yeah, fooled on a little bit, made a couple of steps in, and then went back and moved over and got that. Now it's 89 degrees. Feels like 91 is what they say.
Wagner was the guy that threw out Jazz back in Cincy.
Yes, he was.
They had home plate that night.
Yep.
It'll be interesting when Jazz comes up in a little bit, see if they do a little hi, how are you?
I think he's been... Jazz doesn't hold it, doesn't...
Bless his heart if he doesn't hold a grudge.
No, he doesn't. He just is...
Here's Aaron Judge. Takes an off-speed pitch in there for a strike.
And umpires, they say they don't, but we're all human.
Yeah. I got a bridge for you if you're buying that one.
No, they try, though. They really do.
They do try, but, I mean, come on.
No, I know, and then they tell their friends.
Right. Oh, and there's pitch to Judge. Breaking ball down low, 1-1.
That's why I always said, no, you shouldn't do that, because not only will he be bad, then he's going to tell all his friends, and they're going to be bad.
Infield straight up for Judge. Outfield straight up and deep. Joey Wentz. Long hold here, 1-1. Pitch swung on a miss up top. Couldn't get to it.
You know,
Judge last night, 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts.
You know, that pitch, the up and in fastball, that was at the shoulders. That was not a strike. They've been getting him on that. And he threw that 95. That's pretty good. 95 up and in.
Yeah, Judge had a tough one last night. 7th inning. Left a couple of men on with a chance to really close the gap in the game. A 1 for 4, 3 Ks last night, looking to turn things around. Numbers are still off the chart. 1-2 pitch here, 2 out, nobody on. Here in the top of the first pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a cutter.
Another cutter.
And Joey Wentz, a strong first inning, couple of strikeouts, a 1-2-3 frame. Yankees nothing, Braves Kevin Abad on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by...
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Capted Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Barnes Firm reminds you this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts or descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. If you're injured, one call to make. Barnes Firm, 1-800-8-million.
Left fielder, switch hitter. Jurickson Profar leads off for the Braves. First pitch from Will Warren. Fastball missed outside, ball 1. Profar 269. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. This is his 17th game. He's coming back from being suspended for PED violation. Right-hander Warren. First time he's facing the Braves. This pitch fouled off left side. 1-1. It'll be Profar, Olsen, and Acuna Jr. top the order. Profar 1 for 4 last night. Got a first inning single, came around to score in a Matt Olson RBI double. Here's 1-1. Fastball missed just inside. 2-1. Braves have won 4 of their last 6 games, 11.5 off the pace in the NL East behind Philly. Here's pitch little. Nubber popped up left side. Third baseman comes in. Peraza makes a one-hand catch, and there's 1 down. Braves are 9.5 back in the wild card chase.
Wow. A lost year.
Yeah, I was talking to Snit.
Yep.
He started running down the list of his starters. Gone. I mean, it's just...
Well, that's impossible.
Decimated.
You know, Strider's the only one left, and he just came back.
Mm-hmm. There's first pitch outside to Matt Olson. Big left-hand hitter, the first baseman, 260, 217 homer, 62 runs batted in. 3-time All-Star. Good player. Georgia boy, made a name for himself in Oakland. Fastball misses outside. 2-0.
Awful lot of guys come from Georgia, this whole area. And the Braves have the best scouts. They hit Chipper, all of them. Brian McCann.
Yeah, I was talking to Jeffrey Core about that. He said, there's a pitch down low. And inside, he said, he's from around here.
Yep.
The elite travel baseball industry is humongous.
Yeah, I'll bet.
2-1 here to Olsen. There's pitch way outside. 3-1.
You know, they got into trouble immediately because Profar, who they thought was going to be in left field all year, just came back from suspension. Acuna just got back. So they started the year, played most of it without a left fielder and a right fielder.
You bet. There's a breaking ball in there for strike 3-2 to Matt Olson.
And I mentioned last night that Marcelo Zuna is missing, and I asked why, and they said, well, since June 1st, he's hitting 182.
3-2 pitch, swing, and a miss. A breaking ball, nice start here for Will Warren, a strikeout, 2 down. Also missing, I ran into Riley and the third baseman in there. Austin Riley. Yeah. He has a lower abdominal strain below his belly button. I said, how the heck did you do that? He said, I was coming in trying to bare hand. You know, I've done that play a million times, and it just went.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's Acuna Jr., and he looks at a slider for a called strike.
By the way, that first strikeout of the game presented by Weichert Realtors. Don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one at Weichert.com.
Acuna 2 for 3, 2 runs scored and an RBI last night and a great defensive play. Fastball into dirt. 1-1.
And Will Warren, when he gets in trouble, it's usually this first inning. So if he gets out of this first inning, he can relax a little bit.
Warren lost his last start. That was against the Cubs. His last victory was against Seattle. 2 starts ago, swing and a miss. Only 2 strikes to Acuna Jr. 329, 12 homers, 23 runs batted in. Well, he's been off injured, but boy, the years he was healthy, oh my goodness, he's one of the top 2, 3, 4 players in baseball.
He gets hurt a lot, though.
That same knee has really been tricky on him. Here comes the 1-2 from Warren. The righty deals. Pitch swung on, hit down the right field line, foul. Acuna, 5-time All-Star, National League MVP in 23. His Rookie of the Year back in 2018.
Now,
here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up top. Nicely done by Will Warren. Couple of strikeouts at a 1-2-3 start. Well done. Nothing across for the Braves. Inning number 2 coming up. Giancarlo Stanton will lead off for the Yankees on WFAN Yankees Radio. Here in Atlanta on a comfortable night. All right, it's mid-July. It's still hot. It's 87. But we still have fans down the left field line in the third, second, and middle decks in sunshine. Everybody else in relative shade.
Yeah, the catcher is having a little trouble with his equipment, so.
And remember yesterday I was telling you about the left fielder? The left fielder's going to have some problems for another few minutes, looking in pretty much into the sun,
which is setting in back of us.
Yeah, I remember when I was down here a couple of years ago. That was a big problem.
Today's Acme Markets home run payoff contestant is Mary O from Lafayette, New York. Mary won a $100 Acme Markets gift card for every homer the Yanks hit in the second inning of today's game. Visit WFAN.com/Acme for your chance to hit it big.
And Mark Wegner just made a signal that looks like he's costing the Braves a pitch.
Did he not call time before he went over there? Maybe he didn't.
Well, maybe he held up two fists. It looked like he had a finger. They have not indicated on the scoreboard. They're having a discussion right now, Sean Murphy and Wegner. So now Wagner explaining to...
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. He didn't because there's already a ball on the... It's already a ball on the, not on the scoreboard, but on our screen here. No, it's not. So that's wrong. Scoreboard wrong.
Wagner says his piece to Murphy, and we're ready to go. Giancarlo Stanton leading off. Today's cleanup hitter brought to you by Citgo. Clean up on savings in every fill-up with Club Citgo. Download the app right now to start saving. Big G at the plate. First pitch from Wentz, a left-hander, and it's down low. Ball one, Stanton. Last 7 games, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in, hitting .333. Done a nice job. 429 runners in scoring position his last 12 games. Here's the 1-0 from Wentz. And it's a backdoor breaking ball in there for a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Joey Wentz, big kid, 6'5", 220, 27 years old, out of Lawrence, Kansas. Been with Detroit, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, 14 now, Atlanta. 1-1. Fastball, missed inside, 2-1. So the Yankees saw him back on April 4th in Pittsburgh, a 9-4 Yankee win. He pitched 2 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts.
And then went to Minnesota where they got him. So he just got here.
Yep. Here's a pitch swing on hit to the right side into right field. Base hit for Giancarlo Stanton. Pitch away from him on a 2-1 offering, and it gets things going here for the Yankees, their first base hit of the evening.
And that's the batting average keeps going up and up. That ball was down and away. He just went the opposite way with it. Just can, sort of like what Judge does with that. Just get on.
Second time Wentz saw the Yankees back on April 6th. He got the win in an 11-inning, 5-4 Pittsburgh win. Pitched an inning, struck out 2. It's Jazz Chisholm. Lefty on lefty here. Didn't notice no sparks between Jazz and Mark Wagner.
No. He's had him before. We've had him on every crew. He's been at every every base. Someone could figure that out, how many times we've had Mark Wagner's crew.
Emmanuel, that's your charge. Here's 1-0. Here's a pitch hit to the right side. It should be 2. Second baseman is short for 1 over the first double play. Nice operation. Albies to Allen to Olsen. And a quick 2 down.
Yeah, Nick Allen is as good as it gets as shortstop, and he makes that turn and that throw as well as anybody. Terrific shortstop. Doesn't hit a lot, but Nick Allen's terrific to watch.
Tailor-made double play.
Gets off and
brings up Trent Grisham. He's the center fielder. Steps to the plate. Centers Healthcare. I'd like to remind you, they're not just care. They're care that moves you. CentersHealthcare.com.
By the way, Stanton 7 for his last 17. That's 412.
That works.
3 homers and 9. Yep.
Here's Jazz at 252, 16 homers. Grisham, beg your pardon. 252, 16 homers and 33 runs batted in. Left-hand hitter deep in the box. Slightly open stance. And fastball inside, ball 1. For Joey Wentz, it's his first start against the Yankees. 6 previous games and his various previous teams. He's 1-1 with a 3.75 ERA. Left-hander from the third base side of the rubber. Breaking ball, missed down low, 2-0.
And he'll just throwing that fastball and that cutter. That's all they've seen so far.
Tough year for the Braves at 43-53. I think would love to get this game and tomorrow win this series. Here's pitch swung on and skied. Medium center field, backing up Allen, the shortstop. He's under it, drifting towards the left fielder who's coming in. That's Profar. Allen stays with it, makes a one-hand catch as the wind really blew it. He had to go about 15, 20 feet to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. Yankees are gone in the second. It'll be Drake Baldwin.
And some of the best prices you'll find anywhere. Lease a 25 Civic Hatchback Sport, only $187 a month. Or new 25 HRV Sport all-wheel drive, only $177 a month. Visit BabylonHonda.com or MillenniumHonda.com. 39 months, $29.95 down plus bank, destination, tax and tax with 730 plus credit. $5K, $0 security.
Well, Will Warren, a good start for him. He had a couple of strikeouts in the first inning. As we go to the bottom of the second, Drake Baldwin, left-hand hitting DH tonight, is also the catcher. Good-looking players. And that first pitch gets past Wells and ricochets off the back wall towards third base. All one.
Drive Around the League brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers. Trust your keys with Meineke. Well, Toronto wins again. They doubled up San Francisco 6-3.
First pitch from Warren. Back to a breaking ball miss, 2-0.
And they beat Logan Webb. Eric Lauer gets the win, Logan Webb with the loss, and Jeff Hoffman save number 23.
Yeah, he had a save last night, too. 2-0 here to Baldwin. Couple of hits for him last night, and an RBI. Fastball up high, ball 3.
They're underway in Texas. No score. Detroit is in. Kiter Montero against Kumar Rocker. Baltimore's leading Tampa Bay 2-0, bottom of the second. That's Dean Kramer against Zach Littell.
3-0 to Baldwin, taken all the way. Takes fastball right over the plate for a strike, 3-1.
No score in Cleveland. The Athletics are in. They're in the top of the second in Chicago. The Cubs are leading Boston 2-0. Michael Busch hit another homer at 20th, and Kyle Tucker his 18th.
Next pitch, fastball up high to the lefty DH, and it's ball 4. And the Braves have their first base runner of the ball game. Boy, that wasn't close.
Yeah. And Cincinnati beat the Mets 5-2. That's not a good way to celebrate David Wright Day.
Man.
We watched them there. Clay Holmes did very well, 5 1/3. Didn't do very well. 5 runs and 6 hits in 5 1/3 innings, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts.
Sean Murphy, right-hand hitting catcher, looks at the breaking ball outside. First pitch at the bottom of the second, 81-mile-an-hour sweeper. Brought to you by Optimum Fiber. Don't take slow for an answer. Yankees a double play depth up the middle with Volpe and Jazz Chisholm. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss.
Miami defeated Kansas City. They're playing very well, Miami, 3-1.
They're in third place.
Yep.
I mean, they're still under 500, but they're in third place in the National League East.
Pittsburgh is ahead of the White Sox 2-0. They're in the 4th. They're in Pittsburgh.
We're going to see Miami the first 3 days of August. 1-1 to Sean Murphy, a 233 hitter pitch. Swing on a little ground ball right side to Jazz. Flip to Volpe for 1. Volpe comes around. There's the double play. 4-6-3. Beautifully turned.
Very nice. That was Volpe gets out of the way, gets off second base. Beautifully done.
Slow roller, just what you were looking for.
And a little bit later, 9 o'clock, Milwaukee is playing the Dodgers. That's Freddie Peralta against Emmett Sheehan.
I believe that's 8 consecutive wins by Milwaukee last night. Here's Albies, swings and fouls one back. Ozzie Albies had a 36-game home run drought. He's hit 2 in his last 5 games, and a big one last night, a 3-run shot, 3rd inning. Went 1 for 3, 4 runs batted in. He also had, in addition to the 3-run homer, sac fly in the 1st inning.
It's all open right around the second base bag.
Yeah, Jazz trying to cut off 4-hole on the right side. He'll want. Breaking ball, it's in there for strike 0-2 to Albies.
When Drake Baldwin walked out, was the first walk of the game, brought to you by Route 22 Toyota. Why walk when you could be driving a new Toyota? Route22Toyota.com.
Ozzie 5'7", pops, shows some pop as he looks at pitch outside. He's a switch hitter, batting lefty against Warren. Pitches outside 1-2.
Not had a good year, batting at about 220.
Yeah.
Just not had a good year.
Up and down the lineup, in addition to the pitching woes. 1-2. And he slashed at it, missed. And that's strike 3. He's having a discussion with Wagner, but he's going to lose that one. Will Warren, 3rd strikeout. Double play, big help. We go to the 3rd. Anthony Volpe will lead off for the Yankees. No score, Yankees and Braves on WFAN. Yankees radio, driven by Jeep.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal, and I played with Eddie, and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards, and I know.
Spectrum. Anthony Volpe leads off for the Yankees here in the top of the third, no score. Joey Wentz, the starter for the Braves this evening. A big 6'5" left-hander. First pitch to Volpe, and a fastball up under his hands. It's in there for a strike.
Storage Post is your home for local self-storage solutions, climate-controlled units, top-notch security, and the official self-storage partner of the New York Yankees. Well, Emmanuel's been busy, and he says this is the third time, seems like a lot more. This is the third time Mark Wegner has been the plate ump for a Yankee game. He's trying to figure out the total times.
Total games is a lot.
3?
That is
3 behind the plate.
Three behind the plate.
But
yeah, for some reason, here's a pitch up high, 1-1.
Well, he doesn't get the home plate all the time.
No, I understand it, but it just seemed like...
Here we go. Total games on the crew is at least 14. I'm still counting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 1-1 to Volpe, a 212 hitter, 10 homers, 49 runs batted in. There's Pitt, swing and a miss on a good breaking ball in on his hands, 1-2. Bottom third of the order for the Yankees.
And
Volpe, Wells, and Peraza.
I got to show you this.
Volpe 2 for 4 against Wentz. Walk and a strikeout. And the lefty deals. It's down low, 2-2. Yankees have one hit. Stanton, a base hit through the right side back in the second inning, but he was racing a double play. So far, Will Warren has given up just a walk. No base hits to this point. 2-2 to Volpe. And a pitch from Wentz. Breaking ball swung on, hit down the third base line, but foul.
And throwing in that curve, that's his third best pitch. Mostly four-seamer and cutter. But we saw all four-seamers and cutters in the first 2 innings. So now he's got that little curve that he just threw to Volpe.
Brian Snitker said that, hey, we got this guy. Did well in his first appearance against St. Louis. His bouncing ball hit to the shortstop. Allen on 2 hops. Throws over in time to get the hustling Volpe 1 down here in the third inning. But he said, Snit said, I don't really know what to expect. Let's see what he's got. Deserved another chance.
Yep. And he'll keep going. This isn't an opener. He'll go until he's not. I don't see anybody moving around. So this isn't an opener situation. You just go until you see the stuff starting to go. Someone's kind of stretching a little bit, walking around, but nobody has started to throw yet out there.
Here's Austin Wells, the catcher, left-hand hitter, 226. And he swings and fouls one off. Screen near the dugout, first base side of the Braves. 14 homers and 53 runs batted in. And for Wells, at 14 home runs in 79 games, it's a career best. Last year, 13 homers in 115 games. Field pulled a little bit to the right. Outfield straight up. Here's pitch. Breaking ball, long hold by Murphy. Didn't get the call. Ball 1-1. Oswald Peraza to follow. The Yankees starting at 3 games behind Toronto. Toronto's already won.
Already won, so we're already up at 3.5 now.
Here's a pitch swung on a high fly ball right field. In his tracks is Acuna. Now comes in about 5-6 steps. two-hand catch, and there's 2 outs.
I'm going to watch Acuna. He stands stock still for a couple of seconds, and then he figures out where the ball is, and he gets to it. He's got such great speed that it doesn't matter.
I hope his knee holds up for the rest of the season. And we're coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. Visit provident.bank to learn more. Quick 2 outs. There's Peraza, right-hand hitter, hitting a .149. Looks at a backdoor breaking ball for a strike. 3 homers and 13 runs batted in.
In case you didn't hear pregame, Luis Hill, they thought was very impressive last night, up to 57 pitches, so at least one more.
Looking forward to that. There's a pitch swing on a missed breaking ball. You anticipate a flurry of, a big flurry of movement as we approach the trade deadline?
They better hope so. It'll be right at the end. Nobody does anything this early.
Less 36 hours, right?
Usually.
0-2. There's pitch. Way inside. And low, 1-2.
What is it, 6 o'clock that night? I keep forgetting what time it is.
It's going to be Eastern time, I know that.
Yeah.
I think it is 6.
But sometimes it'll go a little over that because it takes time for it to get to the league. It's got to be into the league at 6. We might not know about it. But
for another, half hour to an hour or more. Next pitch, swing on, dribble foul. First base side, we bounce right to Cody Bellinger, flips it into the stand, so the fan is going to remember that moment.
This is a seller's market. Don't forget that.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
So many teams, but I think a lot of teams have not, well, they haven't told us yet, but they certainly haven't decided yet whether they're in or they're out.
His pitch swung on, hit to the shortstop, Allen. Easy play for him, got rid of it quickly. An accurate throw in a 1-2-3 frame. So thanks to a double play, Wentz has faced the minimum through 3 innings. We go bottom third, scoreless ball game. Braves-Yankees on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brands.
Water or energy projects. E-Luck and the operating engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
Back here at Truist Park in Atlanta. Glad you've joined us, everybody. Yankees baseball, Dave Sims, Susan Waldman, Matt Shortis here with Emmanuel Barbari back at the station. Here is Nacho Alvarez Jr. And the first pitch to him from Will Warren's in there for a strike.
Step up to the plate and swing by Duncan today. Let's show those taste buds some Yankees magic and hit a flavor home run together. Duncan, the ultimate MVP of your Chase lineup. New York Yankees running Duncan.
Sweeper outside, too. Alvarez, right-hand hitter, ball 1.
They have changed the kiss cam here at Truist Field to a hug cam. And the people's signs, fans are great. This is going to go on forever. Now,
1-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the sweeper, 1-2. Boy, I'll tell you what. And people know what we're talking about, and that is one of the most infamous moments we've had all season or any season.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you just woke up from like from a 20-year nap. Oh my goodness.
We'll just say Kiss Cam got somebody. Ooh, just a little bit of trouble.
Oh, 2 people. Oh my goodness.
1 and 2 here. Nacho worked inside, spun him around. Pitch on the inside. Corner 2 and 2. Nacho Alvarez Jr., Michael Harris II, Nick Allen, 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Braves. Here's 2-2 from Warren. Just missed outside, 3 and 2.
Okay, now we've got the writers doing this. Randy Miller of NJ.com is over there looking through box scores.
Oh, for Wagner?
Okay, Wagner. He umpired 4-7 to 4-9, but did the bases in all 3 games. Didn't do home plate. His crew.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Will Warren, strikeout number 4, 1 down.
So
here
he's
in the
on
third.
tonight. His crew had the Yankees for 3 other series, and he worked the plate on 5-14 in Seattle and Cincinnati on 6-24. 1 Yankee win, 1 Yankee loss, and tonight in Atlanta. So glad to know that the beat writers are listening.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Randy. He did that really quickly.
Tell you what, next thing you know, Wagner will be on our bus. Here's a pitch swing on center field, backing up. Grisham, long run, going back, track wall, see ya. Home run off the bat of Michael Harris II. His 7th home run, RBI number 45, and it's 1-0 Atlanta here in the third.
All right, there are a couple of people that have been having brutal years, and one of them is Michael Harris II, who is now hitting .211 before that home run, made a couple of really good plays. Yesterday did have a good big hit. That was a breaking pitch, and he followed it all the way. When it broke right over the knees in the middle of the plate.
Well, talk about putting a good swing on it. Left-hand hitter in Grisham. Long retreat, and that landed in the stands. Here's a bunt shown by Allen, and misses. It's a strike. 0-1. So 1-0 Atlanta. The ball got out of here kind of quick. There's pitch hit up the middle. Jazz is right there. Gathers, throws over. Good, strong, accurate throw. 2 down here in the third as Allen's retired. Jazz is definitely second base. That is his spot. He looks so comfortable there.
Always said that. That was his. Harris was 1 for his last 22nd. Last 22nd. He was 1 for his last 22. Now 6 for his last 16.
His first pitch swinging by Profar, popped it up. Long run for Bellinger coming in. Calls off Peraza and Volpe, and that'll do it. Home run by Harris gives Atlanta a 1-0 lead as we go to the 4th inning here at WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
You deserve a car that thrills you. A car that puts goosebumps on your goosebumps. At Nissan.
And the Braves have a 1-0 lead on a Michael Harris II home run in the third. And that third inning was brought to you by Spectrum. Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you, Spectrum. So Joey went so far.
Yeah, look at this.
And struck out 3, and thanks to a double play in the second inning, has faced the minimum. So we get back to the top of the order here in the 4th with Paul Goldschmidt. Struck out on a 1-2 pitch to open up the ball game. First pitch to Goldie. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, just so we keep everybody informed on what goes on in Atlanta, they have the president's race and different races. Here they have the tool race. It's a hammer and a trash can, and the third one, I didn't see what it was. Hammer won last night.
His pitch swing on a miss, pitch down and in. I hope that it's a tribute to Mr. Aaron. A hammer. That's pretty interesting.
Oh, I think that must have been a nail, right?
Had to have been. I would hope it would be. I mean,
Matt says it was a power drill. It wasn't a nail. Sorry.
0-2 here. Lefty Wentz deals, and fastball down low, bounced away from Sean Murphy, the catcher. 1-2.
Very interesting.
Does Miami have a race?
I have no clue.
Yeah,
Didn't they used to have little fishes on the scoreboard? I don't know if they've got a marlin.
We'll find out soon enough.
We will.
1-2 to Goldschmidt, and a pitch swung on, put in play down the third base line, but foul.
I think the beginning of August is a good time to go to both Miami and Texas.
Thank goodness they both have roofs. Thank goodness.
Goldschmidt had a terrible June, 338 through May, and then in the 100s during June has had a good July.
After a good start, 1-2. Infield, outfield, everybody straight up. His pitch swing on, hit right side, but it'll get foul. Top of the fourth, sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Book a relaxing massage or facial after the game. 1-0 Braves as we play top of the fourth. Middle game, 3-game set. And we go to Toronto and then come home for the Phillies.
This is
Tampa Bay.
This is some stretch.
Indeed. Here's a pitch. Oh, good job spoiling that pitch. It was down and away. Goldie wasn't taking a chance and slapped it foul off the screen down first base line.
All teams that are playing well and need to win.
Phillies first place starting today in the National League East.
So as I was saying, Goldschmidt hitting 325 in July. Oh, it was way over 300.
1-2 pitch, swing on, hit up the middle, and into center field for a base hit. Wentz waved at it, might have deflected it just a little bit, but that's another base hit, the second base hit for the Yankees. Good start to the fourth inning.
And that was not a strike. That was way over the opposite side of the plate. He got enough on it right off the end of the bat. He's strong enough to get it right through, think middle, as Jorge Posada always used to say. Just right off the end of the bat, right up the middle.
So Goldschmidt now a career 1 for 3 against Joey Wentz. Here's Bellinger, lefty on lefty here. First pitch, down low, ball 1. Belly flat out to right. First time up.
No.
So 2 hits tonight. Stanton in the second, and now Goldschmidt here in the fourth.
And here we are. This is the second time around. So they faced him. Everybody's faced him once.
Yankee fans making some noise here. 1-0 is the throw over to first. And our friend Jeff Francoeur wasn't kidding when he talked about yesterday. A lot of Yankee fans here. We've seen them. They were during the pregame. There were some people walking by just below our booth. They were trying to get your attention while you were doing the pregame show. 1-0 pitch, swing on and hit foul. Home plate. Bellinger to be followed by Aaron Judge. 1-0 Atlanta. Here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch to Bellinger. Swing on and hit foul as we pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
The home of Yankees Radio is WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
1-2 to Bellinger to pitch. They fouled it off. That was a really good piece of hitting right there. Was away from him.
He was trying to go right down that third base line because that would have rolled forever. Because third baseman Alvarez is way over. Good idea.
And the whole third base line is wide open. 1-2 to Bellinger, the pitch. And he put in play to the left side. The third baseman throws to the shortstop for 1 over to first. Bellinger beat it out. Good, hard, clean slide. Nick Allen had to jump to get out of the way of Goldschmidt. So Goldie's erased. That's a 5-6. Force out at second. Fielder's choice for Bellinger.
And Bellinger's really, really fast. So the out at second, third baseman to the shortstop, 5-6.
So here is Aaron Judge, struck out on a 1-2 pitch. 7 homers his last 15 games. First pitch to the Yankee captain. And a fastball taken for strike.
Four-seamer 94. That was, he guessed wrong. That was right over the middle.
Judge looking for his first hit against Wentz. He's 0 for 4 with the strikeout in his first debut. Here's the 0-1. Way outside with a fastball, 1-1. Judge came in 0 for 3, 2 walks and a strikeout against Wentz. And again, I think you saw Wentz April 4th and April 6th in Pittsburgh.
He's been with a lot of teams here.
1-1. There's the pitch. Breaking ball, missed. Outside, tried to backdoor it. So now, advantage Judge, a 2-1 count. Michael Harris batting in the 8 hole, having a miserable year. He hit a home run in the 3rd inning for this 1-0 Atlanta lead. Here's a 2-1 to Judge. And the pitch. Took a little off, little number coming back to Wentz. He's got one play, it'll be to first base. Throws in time to get Judge, and Bellinger moves to second. It's a really good pitch by Joey Wentz.
Joey Wentz, 27 years old. He actually was drafted by the Braves, so he's actually started here, but has been around. So he was the 40th overall selection back in 2016 here. Been around.
And Carlos Stanton, today's cleanup hitter, sponsored by Roto-Rooter. Leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter. Big G with a base hit to right field, his first time up. Bellinger, great speed at second. And first pitch inside for ball 1.
After Pittsburgh, he went to Minnesota, and Atlanta claimed him off Minnesota on July 11th. So, as we were saying before, he just got here. He was designated for the Pirates June 7th, claimed by Minnesota. Then they designated him.
Fastball away from Stanton, 2-0. How about the base hit that Stanton had as a pinch hitter last night, 7th inning?
Yep.
Drove in 2, 116 off the bat.
You know what's interesting also is that, people give all these pinch hit averages on Stanton.
It's a 2-0. It's down low. Wentz being super careful here, 3-0.
Because when you're a starting player, he started his whole career. So if you come off the bench, usually it doesn't work out. But now he is really learning how to do that. He's really changed because now he knows what his role is. So he's learning how to do that. This is an intentional walk.
They just said, heck,
yeah.
we couldn't for you, so get yourself to first base.
We just saw Brian Snitker, him flashing the 4. Not as dramatic as Ron Washington, but...
when I was talking to Snit, and we were all concerned about Ron Washington, I said, have you reached out to him? He says, he called me after he had his operation.
Did he really?
Yeah. He says, how's everybody? Wow. What's going on? What's going on with you guys? He said, can you believe this guy called?
So if he's bored enough that he wants to find out what's going on, he's okay.
and Brian was saying that, he's just an exceptional guy. He's just, the doctors probably won't allow him to come back to managing at any time, but he's got to have a fungo in his hand, talking about Ron Washington. He's got to go teach somebody.
Well, the Angels had said he's not for the rest of this year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, here's an opportunity, a couple of middle board for Jazz Chisholm. Runners at first and second, 1-0 Atlanta here in the 4th. Here's the pitch to Jazz. That's in there for a strike as he turns and consults with Mark Wegner, home plate umpire. Wegner nods.
Runners in scoring position. Jazz is only hitting .230 in 74 at-bats.
Best way to go is up.
Yep. Yes. Only way to go.
Here's the 0-1. Lefty on lefty. Looks at a breaking ball outside. 1-1. Good opportunity here. The sun no longer a factor. We mentioned a few minutes ago about the left fielder being in some trouble. That's done now. 1-1 here to Jazz. Good threat here by the Yankees in the 4th. And a pitch. Swing on and pulled foul. Behind home plate. On deck circle right on the first base side. So advantage Wentz right now, 1-2.
Well, there is a righty. It is Wander Suarez, 33 years old. He is warming up.
He used to be with Washington, right?
Let's take a look.
Wander Suarez, yeah. He used to be with Washington.
Suarez, right.
Boy, big crowd here. Truist Park, 3rd home for the Braves since they moved here in '66. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, Turner Field, and now Truist was a long way from downtown. Here's the 1-2 to Jazz, the pitch. Taken down low, 2-2.
Suarez was a member of the 2019 Washington Nationals. That was the World Series team of the Nationals. That's a long time ago. And he played in one game in the majors last year. for Houston at Kansas City. So all these guys have been around, mostly AAA.
2-2 to Jazz. Here's the pitch from Wentz. Swing on, bounce to the first baseman. Olsen, easy play, one hop. He'll beat Jazz. He's busting it up the line, but he loses that race to Matt Olsen. Yankees threaten, don't score. No runs, one hit. No errors, two left. They go bottom four. It's 1-0 Atlanta.
Lottery. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY.
1-0 lead for Atlanta. We play bottom of the fourth. Matt Olsen leads off against Will Warren, who's recorded 4 strikeouts, gave up a home run to Harris. Here's a breaking ball to Olsen in there for strike.
No better time to start building your collection of Topps trading cards than with the 2025 Topps Baseball Series 2. Visit Topps.com. Start building your collection today.
Olsen, good left-hand hitter, dribbles one right back to the mound. Fielded by Warren, throws over in time for the out. And I got to take this opportunity, and I know you joined in, Susan.
Yeah.
Happy 103rd birthday to the great, the glorious Rachel Robinson.
Absolutely.
I mean, she and her husband changed the course of history in this country, not only baseball. Man, first time I met her, 7th Avenue, 49th Street, going to work, and I see a woman across the street. I said, God, she looks familiar, and I thought it was a relative. Here's a pitch to Acuna, swung on, hit down the third baseline foul. And I went, hey, dummy, that's Rachel Robinson. And I ran across the street, almost got hit by a bus.
She's an inspiration, a strong, beautiful woman, inside and out.
Amen.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Robinson. Wow.
I met her at a sports dinner at the Waldorf one night. Just a lovely person. And as Matt pointed out, on Jackie Robinson Day back in April, I think it was maybe the day before, they had an outing down at the museum in Manhattan, and she was there in a wheelchair. She looked great.
She did. She was with Dylan. They took pictures of Dylan Betances.
And pitch to Acuna up high.
God bless her.
1-1.
It looked like be like that at 103. Wow. Scoreboard brought to you by Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop local, eat global with Food Bazaar Supermarket.
Straight up in the infield for Acuna. Struck out his first time. Pitch down low. 2-1.
Starting with Toronto, we'll give you games that have to do with the Yankees. Toronto doubled up San Francisco. 6-3 was the final there. Tyler Heineman had his third homer. Eric Lauer beats Logan Webb. Jeff Hoffman with the save.
2-1 pitch. Swing on and hit foul right side out of play.
Texas is leading Detroit 3-0. They haven't been playing all that well. They're in the top of Detroit. They're in the top of the fourth. Rowdy Tellez, who just came up, came back, had his 12th homer.
Good for him. He was cut by the Mariners about a couple weeks ago.
He was with Texas, and now he's up. Baltimore leading Tampa Bay 2-0 there in the fourth. That's Dean Kramer against Zach Littell.
It was a 2-2 to Acuna. And a slider up high. 3-2.
Jose Ramirez hit his 19th home run, and but the Athletics are leading Cleveland 3-2. Luis Severino against Logan Allen.
Will Warren and deals 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball. Nicely done by Will Warren. Strikeout number 5. 2 down here in the fourth.
Cubs are leading the Red Sox 3-0 there in the herd. Michael Busch, who seems to hit a home run every day. That was his 20th. And Kyle Tucker also hit one today. Shota Imanaga for the Cubs. Brian Bayo for the Red Sox.
Bottom of the fourth brought to you by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Drake Baldwin takes pitch up high. Ball 1.
Brett Beatty had his 10th home run, but Cincinnati beats the Mets 5-2. Nick Martinez beats Clay Holmes. Emilio Pagan save number 21.
Volpe playing up the middle here against Baldwin. And a drive into the gap. Right center field going back. Judge at base of the fence. Judge retrieves. Makes a strong throw to second. Nobody was covering second. Jazz was out at the top, right where the dirt turns into grass. Volpe was the cutoff man. And the throw was offline a little bit, so it's not that consequential, but I've not seen that happen before.
Well, it didn't turn out that it was consequential, but it could have been, and both Jazz and Volpe are talking to each other and looking at the scoreboard where they replayed it. Judge gets it nicely, throws back to second, and no one is there. Jazz came in back of second base, but Volpe was right in front of him.
That was unusual, to say the least. Here's Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss with a sweeper. Murph bounced into a double play back in the second inning.
Well, let's see if it comes back to hunt them here. All right, where are we?
So 2 outs, runner at second, 1-0. Atlanta here in the home fourth. Next pitch, down low.
Another game looks kind of interesting. Philly is leading the Angels 7-4. They're in the bottom of the sixth. They're in Philadelphia. Taylor Ward, Joe Adell, back-to-back homers. Yohan Moncada had his 8th.
And Schwarber had a grand slam.
Yes, he did.
1-1. Missed outside with a fastball. 2-1. Sean Murphy.
You know, one of the things a couple of years ago, we were talking about Ron Washington, and one of his projects was Joe Adell, who had failed for years up here. He just hit his 21st home run.
2-1 pitch. 3-1. Joe Adell, an abundance of talent, and it's all coming together this year.
Well, Ron thinks that there were too many managers, too many general managers. Everybody wanted to change him. And I remember when he got there, he said, we're going to fix him. You'll see.
That's working. 3-1. And missed outside. Ball 4. So that's not what Warren had in mind. He's got to deal with Ozzie Albies. Switch. Here comes Matt Blake.
And one of the things Ron Washington does is break people down, and they do it in the off season. They don't do it during the year. That he did with Marcus Semien. I hope he's giving him residuals for what he did with Marcus Semien.
Hey, Marcus Semien goes to the Hall of Fame or gets another big contract. He needs to write a check to Mr. Washington.
Well, he could give it from this big one that he signed with Texas. That's big enough. This consultation on the mound brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys. Call for a free consultation at 1-800-8-million. When we first saw Marcus Semien, he was an infielder with the White Sox. He was pretty much a pinch runner, but he was a brutal fielder. And when he got to Oakland, Ron Washington said, we're going to fix him. They did it because they both live in the Bay Area, and they broke everything down and totally changed him. And look how he's become.
I remember, and I really like Marcus. I believe he had 36 errors.
Yep. He changed everything. Where his feet were, the way he moved, which went to the throws improving. It was amazing what he did with him.
Well, right now the order in hand is Ozzie Albies, who struck out on a 1-2 pitch. Got a couple of men aboard here. We have 2 outs in the home fourth. Throw to second, a pickoff attempt back safely. Here's Drake Baldwin. Warren needs an out here. First pitch, Albies swung on, drive deep to right. Down the line. And gone.
Oh, boy.
Ozzie Albies back-to-back games with 3-run homers. My goodness, 4-0 Atlanta here in the 4th inning.
And this is a guy we had talked coming into the game last night. Michael Harris and Ozzie Albies are having terrible years. Ozzie Albies hitting 220. But, boy, in these 2 games, he has turned back into the Ozzie Albies of old, 352 feet. Wow.
And, you know, when you look at Ozzie, he's all 5'7", 165. Brings back memories of our friend, the great Joe Morgan, who was all of about 5'8".
Yeah.
And Joe was a wonderful, spectacular player. So Warren gives up a 3-run jack. It's 4-0 here in the 4th in Atlanta. There's Nacho Alvarez. And a walk. I mean, he could almost set your watch to that one.
Well, that's the worst part about it.
Kept it fair, going down the right field line. 325 to the fence and down the line. A swing and a miss by Nacho. He's behind 0-2.
Okay, Albies has been 2 for 5, 2 homers, 7 ribbies so far this series. He was 6 for 38 entering last night's game.
There you go.
Where they woke up.
0-2 here to Alvarez. And a bouncing ball to third, going foul. So we got 4 runs on 3 hits for Atlanta. 2 of the hits here in this inning. And the Yankees, no runs, 2 hits. A Stanton second inning single to right. And the other hit, a base hit to center by Goldschmidt. That's it. So Ozzy Albies, this game coming to life in a matter of a little less than 24 hours. Here's pitch swing on a foul back to the right side. Look out.
Well, it kind of shows you something, right? When the Yankees come in, all of a sudden the 2 guys who have had awful years all of a sudden wake up. You know, maybe they like playing in front of sold-out crowds and playing the Yankees. A lot of teams do.
Couple of home runs given up by Will Warren. Solo blast Harrison, a third 3-run shot here by Albies. Next pitch. And Warren thought he had a strike 3. Was outside. Volpe and Jazz were headed for the dugout as well as Warren trying to compose himself, walking around the mound for a second. Wants another ball and gets it. Counts at 1-2 to Alvarez, who struck out his first time. That was in the 3rd inning. Warren ready. Here's the pitch. Swing on, hit hard. Past the diving Barraza into left field. Hit to the left side. He hit it well.
Nacho Alvarez Jr. playing third. Nacho Alvarez getting that hit, so he's had a nice series so far. Came in hitting 182. He just got here. Injury to Austin Riley.
There comes Michael Harris, the second. Homer to straightaway center field. Back in the 3rd for the first tally of the ball game. Shows bunt, pushes it up the third base line, and it just goes foul.
It's a little too hard. Because he would have beaten that. He was punting for a hit.
He was taking what they were giving him. So the Braves wearing their white uniforms, and if you go back to the 80s, remember they had the blue on the sleeves and the shoulders. And Harris, his color, desired color scheme tonight, sort of a light orange.
A little salmon.
Maybe salmon.
Almost
shoes.
a neon salmon color, right?
Shoes and compression sleeve on his right arm.
And the guard.
Yep. There's pitch swing on, hit foul, left side.
The ankle shin guard is that orange color. Doesn't go with the pink tape on the back.
No. Warren needs an out big time. It's 4-0 Atlanta here in the 4th inning.
By the way, all this with 2 outs. 2 easy outs. Ground up by Olsen and then the strikeout of Acuna.
The foul ball goes behind the home plate over the screen. Four runs, 4 hits now for Atlanta. No runs, 2 hits for the Yankees. Joey Wentz throwing a nice ball game so far. 0-2, pitch outside. 1-2. Let's even get an out here and get something started offensively. 1-2 pitch. Little dribbler, first base side, foul ball. Foul ball starting to mount.
You know, these little mental lapses, like both Volpe and Jazz going out for the ball and neither one of them cutting it out. How does this even happen this time of year?
It's July 19th. That's an excellent question. 1-2 here. Pitch to Harris. Here it comes. Swing on a hit, foul again down the left field line. Boy, this is a battle of attrition here. 3-6. This will be pitch number 7 coming up.
And that was pitch number 65 altogether here in the fourth inning. Staying alive. This is a very clever organist. I like this organist a lot.
Yeah, nice to meet him before the game.
Yep.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Taken down low, dugout by Wells. 2-2. Harris batting in the 8th spot. He'll be followed by Nick Allen, the shortstop. So Warren was going along pretty well through the first 2 innings. He gave up a solo home run in the 3rd. Then he got 2 outs here in the 4th, and then double, walk, 3-run homer, base hit. Now a 2-2 pitch to Harris. Missed outside, ball 3.
Well, someone is throwing in there. I don't know if it's the same guy. We can't really see him. Someone is throwing in the Braves bullpen, so maybe that's all for Joey Wynn. So if he has this 4 innings of 2-hit ball, wow.
3-2, runner first, going to take off. Here's pitch. Pulled foul. On that circle, first base side.
And they're fouling off that sweeper a lot, just getting a piece of it.
This will be pitch number 10 coming up.
For a guy hitting 211, he's done a lot of damage, Michael Harris.
Well, here we go again. Runner first taken off. The 3-2 pitch. Going on and hit foul again down the left field line. And the organist playing Staying Alive.
Yeah, I think he should change keys. Every time he should go up a half a tone. Every time he's played it like 10 times now. So nice guy. Came into the booth.
Who is going to win this test of wills? He is the 7th man to the plate. Here's the pitch. Take it inside, ball 4.
Right. No, he wins that one.
Sure does.
By the way, our friend Katie Sharp has a great one. Find it. Ozzie Albies had a .316 slugging percentage entering the series. He was ranked 153rd out of 155 players with 300 or more plate appearances before the breaks. 2 homers in 2 games since the break. And a little meeting on the mound here between everybody. Tim Hill just got up, so Tim Hill is...
Well, infield with a confab right now with Warren. Man, they need an out. This will be the 8th man to the plate here in the 4th inning. That walk to Harris, the 2nd in the inning, 3rd of the game. So now you have runners at 1st and 2nd. Nick Allen grounded out to Jazz's first time up.
Now they're all playing way back.
Warren needs an out big time right here, right now. Righty on righty, first pitch. Fastball, first strike. Couple of home runs. Solo shot Harris in the 3rd and Albies here in the 4th. 3-run homer. Couple of men on here. 0-1 pitch here to Allen. And missed. Down and away, 1-1. Allen not likely to hit it out of the ballpark, but he could put it in play. He's a good, fast runner. 1-1. Here's pitch. Outside, and he's pitching him like he's a 40 home run guy. That pitch outside, 2-1. Needs to get back in at 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Allen using his timeout. Braves have won 4 of their last 6 games. And counting the last visit the Yankees made here in 2023, they won 4 consecutive games against the Yankees here. Fastball, didn't get it. He thought he dotted that corner, and he is hacked. Walked down in front of the mound, snatches the ball as he walks back up the hill. He is not happy.
Well, that was one that you would. Next year, you'll be tapping your head.
with the ABS. I'm sure the dugout is pretty hacked off as well.
Got it. Trying to compose himself there.
So 3-2 here to Nick Allen. He's a 233 hitter. 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Pitch. Swing on him. Foul straight back.
Boy, they're all making contact. He's throwing an awful lot of, so the command is not exactly where he wants it.
Throwing a lot of pitches this inning.
Yes. See, that's what you also look. It's not the total pitches. It's how many pitches during this inning. And they'll never let a pitcher go over about 38 to 40.
And he has worked up one heck of a lather, too. Here's a big sweat. Here's pitch. Swing on him. Foul back one more time. Boy, he's getting eaten alive by foul balls.
Yeah, this is just, as Aaron Boone always says, execution not exactly right. Because this is a guy who hits 230.
Warren trying to put him away. Here's another opportunity. 3-2. Runners at first and second. They run. The pitch. Swung on. Hit to the right side. Goldsmith way off the line. Nobody covering first. He throws. And Warren's safe. Here's a play at the plate. Head first slide. In safely is Navarro Alvarez. And the Braves have taken the lead to 5-0.
Well, that's another play. This is a little sloppy is the kindest word I can say. There was nobody at first base. Will Warren did not get over quickly enough. No one could. The only person who had a shot was Will Warren, who's not going to beat Nick Allen down the line. Here comes Aaron Boone. But this is wow.
I thought Goldsmith was going to let Jazz get that, but Goldie just bolted for it, trying to make a play, and Warren was 2 beats late, and it cost him.
Yeah, that was Warren. This pitching change and the slowdown in action is brought to you by Izervay.
What separates you from world-class joint surgery isn't a bridge or a tunnel. You don't have to travel far to get the best treatment. At RWJ Barnabas Health, you can stay in New Jersey, close to home, and be treated by the same doctors who treat professional athletes.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This is our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
I'm sorry, we got to talk about these fundamentals once again.
Yep.
Have reared their ugly head. And little things, both.
It's always the little things that get you.
That's fundamentals. It's, Will Warren, 3 2/3 innings, 5 runs, 5 hits so far, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Looks very disappointed up there. But
Tim Hill, first pitch to Profar, switch hitter, batting righty, is up high, ball 1. He is the 9th man to the plate here in the 4th inning. 5-0 Atlanta. 5 runs on 5 hits. Most run on RBI by Nick Allen. There's pitch swing on him, foul back into the screen.
I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. We were just here 2 years ago. The same games are going, different players, but the same kinds of games. Will Warren, very frustrated, just banged the top of the, don't do it with your pitching hand, please.
Yeah, correct.
Banged the top of the dugout. Use the bat like Brett Gardner did.
Still one of the great pieces of video. Next pitch misses outside, 2-1. Man, oh man, this has been a bad inning. 2-1 from Hill inside, missed big way. 3-1. He got runners at first and second.
And our Saturday night correspondent, Randy Miller of NJ.com, just tells us Warren had 37 pitches through 39 in the 4th inning.
Ouch. Breaking ball swing and a miss, 3-2. 3-2 to Profar. So 2 outs. And these runners, boy, anything hit, any kind of base hit's going to score minimum 1, maybe 2 if it gets into the gap. And Profar using his timeout. He's 0 for 2. He's popped out the third flat out to left. So 9th man to the plate here in the 4th inning.
So if Warren had gotten off the mound a little faster, they...
Here we go, 3-2 from Hill. Pitch, swing on him, foul back. The foul balls, man, they are taking a toll in this game.
Did you know that yesterday was the anniversary of Savages in the Box? That was 6 years ago.
What? 6? 3-2, runners go. Pitch hit up the middle. It's caught by Tim Hill. Underhand flip over to Goldie for the final out. 9 men to the plate. And they put 4 on the board here. We go to the 5th inning. Atlanta with a 5-0 lead over the Yankees. Here in WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
This New York Yankees road game is sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism.
Man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped. They got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's Conco.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Of the Nationals. And let's see, he's got 33 years old.
Well, Yankee offense needs to get cooking here. Trent Grisham leading off. Trent batting in the 6th spot in the order. Volpe to follow. First pitch up high, ball 1. So it's Grisham, Volpe, and Wells, 6, 7, and 8.
And most of these guys, like Suarez, has been in the minor leagues too. He made his Braves debut this Sunday, so he's been in the minor leagues the whole time. 2 innings against the Cardinals.
Right-hand hitter, short armor, 2. Yeah. Next pitch inside to Grisham, 2-0. Grisham 0 for 1. He popped out the short. Yankees have 2, count them 2, hits Stanton and Goldie. That's it. Pitch inside to Grisham, backs him off, 3-0.
Well, Joey Wentz has now pitched 7 innings since he joined the Braves. 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So, got a new life.
3-0 here. Yankees need base runners. There's a fastball for a strike. 3-1 to Grisham, hitting at .251. 16 homers and 33 runs batted in. Suero, right-hander deals. Pitch swung on a line drive, right field. Acuna towards the line. A nice deke job as it hits off the fence. And cruising into second is Trent Grisham with a double. Good start.
Well, it's looking, that just stayed up. That was a fastball, middle of the plate, belt high. Acuna likes to play these games out there, doesn't he?
He's good at it.
He is good at it. Because Grisham, if he's running, is at third base. So he probably did get deep there a little bit.
Here's Volpe. Top of the 5th, brought to you by Elect 825, building our future. First pitch to Volpe. Been there for a strike.
Boy, he's throwing right down the middle of the plate. Somebody's going to get that cutter. 91, 92.
That was just the third hit for the Yankees as we play top of the fifth. Here's pitch. Inside. Straighten him up. 1-1. Suero from the stretch from the third base side. A rubber pitch swing on. Pull that. Look out. Off the screen of the Yankees' third base dugout. 1-2. Austin Wells is on deck. And who's on deck? Brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. 1-2 here to Volpe. Runner at second. Here's a pitch. Swung on, popped up. Out of play, right side. Suero comes set. 1-2 pitch. Volpe swung on and hits it deep to left center field. Got all kinds of carry. Going. Goodbye. 2-run homer, Anthony Volpe. Yankees finally on the board. It's 5-2 Atlanta here in the fifth. For Volpe, home run number 11, RBIs 50 and 51.
Well, that's an 11th home run of the season for Anthony Volpe, and the first Yankee homer is brought to you by Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Visit Kia today for great deals. Kia, movement that inspires.
Needed that. Needed that.
Well, this guy is just throwing balls right over the middle of the plate, so... Wow.
Boy, a welcome sight. Here's Austin Wells. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. The Yankee fans making some noise now. Wells, 0-1. He flied out to right his first time up.
It's got to feel good for Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, he needed it. He's had a bad couple of weeks. His pitch swung on, bounce to the right side. An easy play for Albies. Underhand flip to Olsen for the out. There's one down. Good poke for Volpe.
Yeah.
385 to the gap in left center field. They gave it a good ride. Here's Peraza. Could use some help out of the 9 spot here. Right-hand hitter, and looks at first pitch, slider for strike. Peraza 0 for 1, grounded out to short. Pitch off high with a fastball. 1-1.
Throwing any force him. He's throwing cutters. Mostly cutters. Someone's moving around out in the Braves. And now.
Raza right-hand hitter. Swings and pops one up. Center field, easy play for Harris. Coming in about midway. And makes the two-hand catch. There's 2 outs. Top of the order, here comes Goldschmidt. Playing this old man. Yeah. Let's see. Goldie's 0 for 2 with a strikeout against Suero.
That's kind of mean. Wow.
That's sort of a surprise. Here is first pitch. Swung on, hit to the left side. Backhanded by Allen. Sets. Throws on the money. What a play. Oh, he can pick it. He can throw it. Nick Allen.
What a shortstop.
That was a really nice play in the hole. And he throws out Goldsmith. The good news, the Yankees get a 2-run homer by Volpe. They're on the board. We go bottom 5. It's 5-2 Atlanta here on WFAN. Yankees radio driven by Jeep. Couple runs on a Volpe home run. It's 5-2 Atlanta. And as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Tim Hill will continue on. He's facing Matt Olson. Lefty on lefty here. First pitch in there. Breaking ball for strike.
The Bet365 real-time money line is now plus 600 for the Yankees, minus 1,000 for the Braves.
Next pitch from Hill. In on his hands. Fouled it back. Heck of a job by Olson just to get a piece of that.
This is powered by Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hill from that first base side of the rubber. Boy, he's murder on left-handers. A fastball right under the hands of Olson. A swing and a miss, and he's done. 1 out.
Well, Yuri De Los Santos is warming up in the Braves pen. He was a Yankee for about 5 minutes. He was one of the trade deadline deals from San Diego last year. He didn't last very long.
Here's Acuna. He struck out twice. Facing a left-hander now. First pitch, swing on, hit to the left side, just foul as it made a turn left as it got beyond third base. 0-1.
They got a lot of, shall I say, veterans in there. Daniel De Los Santos, Rafael Montero was in that bullpen.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Braves at 43 and 53. The Yankees at 53 and 44. Yankees are, as we speak, 3.5 back of Toronto. They won again against the Giants. Pitch outside to Acuna, 1-1.
And now Scott Efros is getting up.
Tim Hill, quick worker, 1-1. Missed outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the fifth. Brought to you by Keep Food and their family of supermarkets. Hill deals 2-1. Got a backdoor breaking ball, missed, 3-1.
Now, Yuri De Los Santos, not to be confused with Daniel De Los Santos. Yuri De Los Santos pitched at Somerset tonight. 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. He's just trying to get back.
3-1 to Acuna, missed, flying away, a walk. 1 out here in the home fifth. Atlanta up 5-2. First walk by Tim Hill. And that brings up Drake Baldwin. DHing tonight, caught last night. Pretty impressive behind the plate.
And they're going to keep doing this, switching back and forth until Marcell Ozuna starts to hit. Because
his first pitch breaking ball misses from Hill.
As I told you, since June 1st, Marcell Ozuna hitting 182, and Snitker had a meeting with the team the other night, said we're going to be on results for the rest of the year.
Next pitch inside, that misses, 2-0.
Because Ozuna had such a great...
Oh, he was unbelievable last year. Ozuna, all-star last year, played in all 162 games, hit 34 bombs. Pitch up at the top of the zone, he got the call, 2-1.
Well, Drake Baldwin now 8 for his last 23. That's 349. So if you're hitting 182 and your replacement is hitting 349, and Sean Murphy doing a good job too.
2-1 pitch, foul back. Drake Baldwin out of Madison, Wisconsin, a rookie out of Missouri State. There's a 2-2. Swing on and sent to center field. Pretty deep. Going back Grisham. He has it measured. He's back on the track now. Makes a one-hand catch. Makes a strong throw to the cutoff man, Volpe. No advance by the runner first, Acuna. 2 down here in the fifth. And here comes Murphy. Bounced into a double play. Walked and scored. The fifth. Boy, talk about the Waterloo for Will Warren. It was that 4th inning. 9 men came to the plate, 4 runs, 4 hits, give up a 3-run homer, and an infield RBI by Nick Allen.
And here comes Aaron Boone. Has he made a move? Yes, he has. He now has. And we'll step out for a minute. This pitching change brought to you by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play the newest scratch-off games for a chance to win.
Hey, Pinstripe fans, got what it takes to make a real difference? Help people's dreams of...
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's pop talk.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
The bullpen also brought to you by 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. The new pitcher is the right-hander Scott Efros. And he'll come on to face the catcher Sean Murphy.
So Yankee pitching tonight. Warren, 3 2/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Tim Hill, an inning, a walk, and a strikeout. Now Scott Efros. There's 2 outs, runner at first. It's 5-2 Atlanta. Murphy, right-hand hitter, bounced into a double play and scored after walking, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Inching off at first is Acuna. He doesn't go. Here's the pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. Fielded by Bellinger, gets it back in quickly. So now, 2 outs, runners at first and second.
First pitch ball stayed up, came back over the middle of the plate when it broke. If he gets it outside, it's supposed to break on the corner. This, he started on the corner, so when it broke back in, it went right over the middle of the plate.
Well, now you got to deal with Ozzie Albies, who is feeling really good about himself. A 3-run homer tonight, a 3-run homer last night. Drove in total 4 last evening. Ozzie 0 for 2 with a strikeout against Scott Efros. Ozzie switch hitter, batting lefty. 2 outs, 2 on. First pitch. Gets past well to the back wall. Both runners advance 90 feet.
Well, so we'll take a look at this again. That backed up and went. That was a wild pitch. That's about as wild as you can get. In between the catcher and the batter, went to the backstop. So
Wells never had a chance.
Nope.
He's really got to dial in now. Runners at second and third, 1-0 pitch here to Ozzie. Swung on, hit up the middle, base hit. Scoring is Acuna, and right behind him, Murphy. Ozzie Albies is killing the Yankees in these 2 games. He's got 5 RBIs tonight, 4 last night. It's now a 7-2 Atlanta lead.
And I'll bet Brian Snitker, though he'd never say this out loud, is saying to himself, well, where's this guy been all year? Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I see what you mean. Carbon copy of the 2023
It's like we never
visit.
left. I was sitting in the same seat, too. It just kept going from 2 years ago.
Throw over to first back in time.
You know,
back in August of 23, 11-3, 5-0, and 4-2.
And it was worse than that because it was every aspect of the game like this. Fundamentals, no hitting, bad pitching. No, it's the same thing. It was just an awful, awful weekend. And the people, except Acuna and Albies, they're not the same people.
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess Harris was here. They were here, but...
There's Nacho Alvarez. Runner goes, got a great jump, throw down to second, not in time. Ozzie with his 8th bag. He's only been caught once.
Well, are they going to look at this? They're all looking into the... See if we can see this again. Does he get the hand in? I think he gets his hand in. Are they're still looking into the dugout. We're going to start?
Bruce Streckman.
No.
Umpire at second. Is in good position. Made the right call. 1-0 here to Alvarez. Sweeper way outside. 2-0. Wow, 7-2 lead. here in the home fifth. Last night, a 7-3 Braves win. They had 7 runs on 9 hits. With the error, Yankees had 3 runs, 8 hits. No errors. Boy, another 7th spot on the board. We're mid-game.
Something.
Way outside. 3-0, not close.
Albies updated numbers, in case you're keeping score at home. He's now 3 for 6, 2 homers, and 9 RBIs in this series.
Yeah.
He was 6 for his last 38 entering last night's game.
He's resurrected. 3-0 in there for strike. So Alvarez. Alvarez 1 for 2. Right-hand hitter, manning third base with Austin Riley on the IL. Pitch swung on, popped out. Might be playable around home plate. It is. Wells, mask still on, is under it, makes a catch, and that'll do it. Damage done again by Ozzie Albies. Ozzie Albies with a 2-run single takes the Atlanta lead to 7-2 as we go top of the 6th here in Atlanta. WFAN Yankees.
I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Edge conveniences and award-winning service. Bank at your local branch, from home or on the go. Let Ridgewood be the full-service banking partner you rely on in your financial journey. Visit ridgewoodbank.com to find out more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Yankees need a good old-fashioned offensive uprising ASAP. They're down 7-2 as we go top of the 6th. Meat of the order coming up for the Yankees, presented by Chef IQ Sense. Cooking thermometer that pairs with your phone and ensures you never over or undercook your chicken, fish, or meat again. So buy one at chefiq.com.
And a new pitcher, Eniel De Los Santos.
His first pitch to Cody Bellinger's outside, ball 1.
5 games with the Yankees last year. Didn't do all that well. 39 innings. And he was gone.
Bellinger for 2, looks at the pitch outside.
He was one of the pickups at the trade deadline. Threw hard, if I remember correctly.
Stocky right-hander, 2-0. There's pitch. Not close, way outside. 3-0.
I think he did this, too. Each 5 games, and then he was gone. That was it. That was a trade pickup.
Yankees need base runners, need some traffic. Here's a 3-0. Fastball for strike.
Yeah, threw hard. That was 96. I seem to remember he had a good fastball, but nothing else.
Bellinger, Judge, and Stanton, 2-3-4 coming up. 3-1 pitch. That was what took a good pass and fouled it straight back. 3-2.
And Alan Winans, who just got here, he's up now.
Braves 1 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th inning for the 7 runs. 3-2 to Bellinger. Swung on a little jam shot. Goes foul. Third base side. Yankees got their 2 runs and a 2-run homer. Anthony Volpe in the 5th inning. His 11th homer of the season gives him 51 runs batted in. The time called. Well, here we go. 3-2 to Bellinger. And the pitch. Swung on and hit foul left side. Bellinger 0 for 2, a fly to right and reach to the fielder's choice.
Yeah, eventually, when you just throw fastballs, this is what happened last year. It's got a really good fastball, but eventually, if that's all you can get over the plate, they're just going to sit on that fastball, and eventually, any major leaguer can get around.
3-2 pitch, a little blooper like may work in the old triangle in right field. It does. The triangle between the center fielder, the right fielder, and the second baseman. Base hit for the Yankees. My little teapot.
I'm a little teapot? What does that mean? I'm trying to figure what he's trying to say. He's not short and he's not stout, Aaron Judge.
Well, here's Judge. Strikeout and a comebacker to the pitcher, 0 for 2. Fastball, long hold by Murphy, didn't get it. Ball 1. (7-2) lead for Atlanta, top of the 6th. Here's the pitch to Judge. Swing and a miss to the breaking ball.
Nice slide.
Ozzie Albies has driven in 5 of the 7 runs. Drove in 4 last night. 1-1. Here's the pitch to Judge. Swung on, hit hard over the head of the shortstop, Nick Allen, into left field, base hit. Bellinger will shut it down at second, so hopefully the start of something big.
Well, you need base runners. It does no good to hit solo home runs, and if that was a slider, and when you throw a slider in the middle, all it does is speed up the batter's bat. Slider right in the middle of the plate, didn't do anything. So now if he goes back to the fastball, the hitters all know that because he only throws those couple of pitches, fastball and slider.
Well, here is Stanton. Giancarlo with a base hit and a walk. First pitch in there, fastball for strike.
He hits one out, you're right back in it.
Absolutely. Thinking along with you. There's the pitch. Breaking ball up high, 1-1. Stanton, first time he is facing De Los Santos. Nobody out, runners at first and second. 7-2 Braves. Here's the pitch. Taken way outside, ball 2-2-1. The Yankee fans trying to encourage the fellas here, making some noise and being hooted down by Atlanta fans, and it's another full house. They haven't given us the number yet, but as I look around the stadium, there's like nary an empty seat.
This might be more than yesterday.
Here's the 2-1 to Stanton, couple on. Here's the pitch. Way outside. He's pitching like he wants no piece of him. 3-1. Jazz Chisholm, left-hand hitter. He's on deck.
Well, now what do? You got 2 on. It's 3-1. He's missed with all the sliders, and so Stanton's looking for a fastball. You know what he can do with
fastballs. How far can you hit it? Yeah. Here's a pitch. And he took a rip at it and missed it. 3-2.
I was wrong. Another slider he threw. He was looking for the fastball, and it was a slider.
3-2 now. Bellinger at second, Judge at first. And a 3-2 pitch here to Stanton. Here it comes. Bouncing ball foul, third base side. Yankees try to even this series. They got work to do. They lose last night 7-3. They're down 7-2 here, top of the 6th. Big pitch here to Stanton. 3-2 for De Los Santos. Right-hander deals. Pitch, swung on and hit foul. Right side.
He keeps throwing him slider after slider. He doesn't want to throw him that fastball. If he knows
pitch number 8 coming.
Well, if he knows it's a fastball, this will go really far. So does he throw him another slider? Is he going to try once more?
Here we go, 3-2. Runners take their lead. And the pitch. Taking up, high bases are loaded. Ball 4 for Jazz Chisholm.
Well, good for Stanton to take what they give you. Stay patient. A lot of people could watch that on this team.
All right, nice setup here for Jazz.
Well, he had such a terrible time with home runs during the home run contest here, so maybe we can make up for it right here as Rick Krantz comes out to talk to his pitcher. Bases loaded, nobody out here. And he's already thrown 20 pitches here. We're in the 6th inning.
Well, you like it when you get a glimmer like this. Now you just got to cash it in.
And
Leros Transportation Group providing executive transportation worldwide at Leros. They drive people who drive business. Visit lerostg.com. Jazz and the Yankees could use a big moment right here. Jazz 230, runners in scoring position. I'd love to build on that number right now. Bases loaded, nobody out. 7-2 Atlanta. Here, top of the 6th, and Jazz going to use the timeout.
And Rafael Montero. Is there anybody in that pen that's under 30? Wow.
Yeah, they got a lot of veteran hurlers down there. Shocking. Jazz Chisholm and Mark Wigner having a dialogue.
Yeah.
What the heck could they be talking about here?
I don't know, but Jazz isn't going to win it, whatever it is.
Just get in there. Let's swing the bat. Let's see what happens. Bases loaded. 7-2 Braves. First pitch from De Los Santos. Right-handed deal. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch up the top of the zone.
Well, now we know what Rick Krantz said. How about using your changeup? Jazz has 5 career Grand Slams in his career. A good time for one.
I'll say. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts against De Los Santos. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing on a foul straight back. 0-2.
So another changeup. So now we know definitely what Krantz said to him. You know, when there's not that much difference between your fastball and slider, it makes it easier for a hitter to stay off.
Early on, we were talking about how the Yankees had an OPS of 806 against left-hand pitching, but here's a line drive right side, base hit. Scoring is Bellinger. Judge will get the stop sign as Acuna is diving back to first as Acuna hit the cutoff man, Olsen. Jazz had strayed a little bit, and Olsen went to make a tag. Jazz had to dive back to first base. Another run on the board for the Yankees. Got a 7-3 ball game. That was a little bit scary.
And that was right down the middle of the plate, and Jazz just got on top of it a little bit. And Acuna, boy, he's scary. But you got to really watch him.
Got the big arm. And more than proved that last night. RBI for Jazz Chisholm is 44th.
And here comes Brian Snitker, and that is it for De Los Santos. And we'll be back after this on WFAN Yankees Radio.
What separates you from world-class joint surgery isn't a bridge or a tunnel. You don't have to travel far.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you have the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
comes in with the bases loaded here still, and nobody out. Yankees could have the makings of a big rally here.
Yes, indeed. Montero going to face Trent Grisham. Grisham 0 for 1 with a walk against Montero, who's 34 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. He has been around. This is his 11th year. First year with Atlanta. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's first pitch to Grish. It's in there for a strike.
Talk about this a lot. Saw his debut with the Mets. First game of a doubleheader against the Yankees. He pitched the first game. Jacob deGrom pitched the second game.
0-1 to Grisham. Double to right field. 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Helmet almost came off.
Wow.
0-2.
Really good splitter by Rafi there. 88.
Montero, boy, has been around Houston, Mets, Texas, Seattle, now Atlanta. 0-2 here to Grisham as Grisham using his timeout.
He was really good with Houston.
7-3 ball game. Atlanta on top at the Yankees. Tying run at the plate. Here's the 0-2 to Grisham. Swung on a hit foul down the left field line.
He's just throwing splitter after splitter here.
Montero had a really good year 2022 with Houston with 14 saves in 68 innings, 71 games. 0-2 here to Grisham. Bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? Did not, as they checked with Nate Tomlinson, umpire at third. A great opportunity here to keep pecking away for the Yankees. 7-3 Braves, top of the 6th. Bases loaded, nobody out. 1-2 to Grisham. The pitch from Montero almost hit him. He had to skip out of the way. 2-2. Well, this is an opportunity screaming at the Yankees. They got to convert. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a pulled foul on deck circle, first base side.
Well,
be pitch number 7 coming up to Grisham.
Keeps getting fooled by that splitter, but as long as he keeps getting a piece of it, he's going to have to keep throwing. So eventually he's going to make a mistake.
Well, it's back in 2014. Montero debuted with the Mets. Wow. Do it again. Here we go, 2-2. Pitch to Grisham. Pulled foul. Right side. A little bit early on that. Got it to the barrel, but too quick.
Montero now 34 years old.
Grisham stepping back into the box. Montero leans in to get the sign. He's ready. Here comes another 2-2 pitch to Grisham with the bases loaded. And the pitch. Swing on, hit to the right side. Olsen backhands. Bobbles, drops. Everybody safe. Run scores. 7-4 ball game. Matt Olsen couldn't handle it going to his right. And the Yankees draw just a little bit closer. Scoring on the play is Aaron Judge.
Well, you don't see that often with Matt Olsen not knowing where to go. He was looking towards second base and then bobbled it. So if he didn't know exactly where he was going to go with that, you have to know immediately where you're going to go. You don't get a chance to look.
Well, base hit. Oh, E3, fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice, E3.
So here's Volpe, homer, two-run homer last time up. Looks at a pitch down low. Ball 1. Getting interesting here. 7-4 ball game. Bases loaded. Volpe represents the go-ahead run. Nobody out. Here's the pitch to Volpe. And he takes a strike. Top of the zone, 1-1.
You don't see Matt Olsen make any errors.
The Yankees will
take what they're giving you.
Gladly take it. Chance for Volpe to make some more noise here. 1-1 pitch. Montero deals. Checked his swing. Pitch was up high. Did not go to Shane Livensbarger, the first base umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. Drama building here in Atlanta. 2-1 for Montero. Taken down low, ball 3.
Right, their bullpen is, they're on fumes also.
First time Volpe seeing Montero. Yeah, they're scuffling big time. Got to take advantage. 7-4 ball game, bases loaded, nobody out. 3-1 pitch to Volpe. The pitch, swing on a fly ball. Deep left center field. Going back Harris. He's on the track. Reaches up, makes the catch. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Stanton scores. Sliding in safely at second is Grisham. Beautifully done as Chisholm gets into third. Yankees chipping away at 7-5 Atlanta.
And Volpe all of a sudden a hitting star here.
3 RBIs for him tonight. So 1 out. And that brings up Austin Wells. Tying runs. Tying run at second. Runners at second and third. 1 down, lefty. Wells looks at a pitch down low. Ball 1. Oh, good spot right here. Here's the 1-0. Wells takes a strike. 1-1.
He's right back in this game. Right back on this game.
Yankee fans whipping up a little commotion here. 1-1. Pitch to Wells. Taken outside and low for ball 2, 2-1.
Good grief.
Well, good night for Anthony Volpe with 3 runs knocked in.
Runners in scoring position tonight. Yanks 2 for 4. Braves 3 for 5.
Murphy needs a new glove. Must have popped the webbing.
Well, in case anybody wants to look back, this is why the Braves are 43 and 53. You're watching it.
Take advantage of any and all gifts. Chisholm at third, Grisham at second. That E3, a big help. Montero leaning in. Here comes a big pitch. 2-1 to Wells. And here he comes. Swing on. Oh, he took a good hack at it. Hit it off the end of the bat into the screen behind home plate. 2-2. Wells ever ready at the plate, ready to pull that trigger. 2-2 pitch from Montero. Up high, ball 3. Not close. Peraza's on deck. Wells, the 7th man to the plate here for the Yankees in the 6th inning. 7-5 Atlanta. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Big pitch to Wells. 3-2. Here it comes. Bouncing ball right side. Fielded by Albies, the second baseman. Throws to first for the out, but a run scores. We got a 7-6 ball game. A 4-3 RBI by Austin Wells. It scores Chisholm, and over to third goes Grisham. So productive out. Put it in play. So 2 down. And they're going to pinch hit Ben Rice. Not surprised there. Ben Rice will pinch hit. Got a runner at third.
Well,
so Ben Rice is going to pinch hit for Peraza. Rice at 239, 14 homers, 31 runs batted in.
I'm looking at RBIs. Austin Wells now 9 RBIs in his last 9 games.
First pitch to Rice. Fastball outside, ball 1. Nice job by Austin Wells. Put that ball in play, get a run home. Bottom third of the order getting it done. Here's 1-0. Fastball taken outside to Rice in the driver's seat, 2-0.
Can anybody here throw a strike?
When he does, mash.
Holy moly. He's thrown 21 pitches since he's come in.
7-6 ball game. Braves on top, 2 out, runner at third. Here's a 2-0 to Rice. Oh, swing and a miss.
Well,
he tried to hit that one back downtown Atlanta.
Well, it didn't pick up the spin on the splitter. That he thought that was a fastball, so he was way out in front of that.
2-1. Montero ready. 2-1 pitch to Rice. Fastball missed. Ball 3, 3-1.
Now, Luke Weaver and Jonathan Loizaga are up in the pen. So getting to some leverage.
3-1 to Rice. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2.
He keeps going for that splitter. He's not recognizing it. And if I'm Montero, I keep throwing it. I don't give him a fastball.
Montero ready.
He gets it this time.
2 out, runner at third. The 3-2 to Rice. Down low, walked him. Ball 4. Back to the top of the order, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll be the 9th hitter to the plate here in the 6th inning. And as you say, it's been that kind of season for these Braves at 43 and 53 with decimated starting rotation. Bullpen not very good. They had a 7-2 lead. It's now 7-6 Atlanta. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at first. Here's Goldschmidt, first pitch. Checked his swing, but it's in there for a strike.
And we just got a picture of Brian Snitker drinking, totally placid face, taking a swig of water.
And wishing he had something to mix with it.
Holy moly. Imagine watching this.
0-1. Goldie trying to tie it up or do better, get the lead. Here's pitch, swung on, popped it up down the right field line, getting into the stands.
Well, as I've said to many managers, you can only play who's in the room.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
John Smoltz isn't on this team.
Goldsmith 2 for 5, a walk and a strikeout against Montero. Montero, a right-hander. And here comes the 0-2 to Goldsmith. He's got to protect the plate right here. Runners at the corners. Long hold. Here's the pitch. Taken up high. 1-2.
All right. Well, that was the fastball thing. Probably won't see another one.
Sure has quieted the Braves faction in this big crowd here at Truist Park. 1-2 here to Goldie. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. He beat him with a sweeper. Good inning nonetheless for the Yankees. They put 4 on the board. They leave 2, but it's now a ball game again. It's 7-6 Atlanta as we go bottom 6 here at Truist Park on WFAN.
You're celebrated as one of the chattiest players on the team, Gemini, ready to talk to any fan or reporter who crosses your path. Your friendly demeanor is even charming to your opponents who can't resist your inquiring mind when they're hanging out on the bases. Ask plenty of questions and take in as much information as possible. You could get some helpful leads on how to better your game.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, Diamond Dry everywhere except where McKinstry needed it right here.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain.
With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I'll ever remember.
You're near a line shot. Got a chance.
60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 8/4/25.
Well, the A's have made it a ball game. 4 on the board here. It's a 7-6 Atlanta lead now in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And new pitcher is Jonathan Loaiza. He's got an ERA of 5.01. It's those home runs that have killed him. A career-high 7 home runs allowed this year. Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the luxurious all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Visit Jeep.com and see your local Jeep brand dealer for great details. Joby Vivas goes over to third base.
Michael Harris, the second left-hand hitter, will be the first batter for Loaiza. Right-hander set and deals. First pitch, fastball down low, ball 1. Harris, Allen, and Profar, 8, 9, and 1 for Atlanta. Braves with 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and Ozzie Albies 5 RBIs tonight. Hit 4 last evening. Here's the next pitch, swing on. That was fouled off of Wells.
Drive Around the League brought to you by Leros Transportation Group, driving people who drive a business. And Toronto won, so Yankees need to keep pace with them. They beat up on San Francisco, doubled them 6-3. Baltimore and Tampa all tied up at 2. They're in the 8th.
1-1 here to Harris. He homered his first time up, center field. Next pitch outside. 2-1.
And Boston's being shut out by the Cubs 4-0. They are now in the 8th. They are in Chicago. So,
Loaiza looking to have a clean inning here. 2-1. Joby Vivas at third. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. Michael Harris. They come out to Yankee Stadium Friday, July 25th. The Yankees take on the Phillies, and the first 18,000 guests and receive an Anthony Volpe bobblehead courtesy of T-Mobile. For your tickets, log on to Yankees.com.
And Mets lost today on David Wright Day when they retired his number. Cincinnati beat them 5-2.
2-2 to Harris. Loaiza comes set at the letters, kicks and deals. Here's the pitch, hit to the left side. Vivas makes the catch on the soft liner. So he comes in the game, and the ball finds him immediately, 1 down.
Yankee fans shop the New Era Authentic Collection at the Yankees team store in NewEraCap.com. New Era, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball. There you go. Caught up.
Vivas, Volpe, Chisholm Jr., and Goldschmidt on the infield with Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield. Wells behind the plate. Here's Nick Allen. Shortstop got an RBI and an infield base hit last time up. And he looks at ball 1. 1 for 2. He grounded out to second. His first time. Right-hand hitter against the righty Loaiza. And the 1-0. Swung on, line drive in the left field. Bellinger to the gap, dives and makes the catch. Nicely done. Cody Bellinger going hard to his left. Cut it off, slides, and makes the grab. 2 down.
And having a conversation there with Grisham about what to do. There's not much that gets by Cody Bellinger ever. Backhanded it, went into a slide, as Dave said, but backhanded it nicely, held up the glove aloft.
Well, you got that great jump. No hesitation at all. Top of the order, here's Profar. 0 for 3 tonight. 7-6 Atlanta here, bottom 6. First pitch is outside. Profar 1 for 4 last night. Struck out a couple of times. Tonight, a pop to third, fly to left, and a comebacker to Tim Hill, who was in the game back in the 4th. 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball for strike, 1-1. Vivas well off the line at third. Volpe guarding up the middle. 1-1. Pitch misses down low and outside. Ball 2, 2-1. 7 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for Atlanta. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Yankees. 2-1 from Loizaga. Fastball missed, down low, 3-1. Yankees tonight, runners in scoring position 2 for 6. Braves are 3 for 5. 3-1 pitch. Loizaga to the plate. And missed badly, down and away, wasn't close. A 2-out walk in a 1-run game. And it's going to bring up Matt Olson, dangerous left-hand hitter. Olson tonight, strikeout, round back to the pitcher and a strikeout.
Olson 0 for 3, a couple of walks and a strikeout against Loizaga.
First pitch, half swing, he did commit, that's a strike. They look for him to pull. Jazz guarding the 4-hole, Volpe up the middle, and Vivas playing almost like a normal shortstop position on the left side. Here's the pitch. And it gets by Wells, runner to second. Is that a cross-up? I don't know if he even laid a glove on that.
Let's take a look again.
That's a wild pitch.
No, wild pitch. He was set up, and he had the ball down in the glove in the middle of the plate, and that was just a bad throw by Loizaga.
So runner in scoring position needs to knuckle down here, 1-1. Got Acuna Jr. on deck. Here's the pitch. Swing on, line drive, right field. Judge going to his left. He gathers. Here's the throw to the plate. It is cut off by Goldschmidt. And boy, did that wild pitch hurt. Yep. Scoring on a play Profar. Now a little bit of a cushion here for Atlanta. It's 8-6.
And Loizaga just, the command is just not there. The stuff is there, but this was right in the middle of the plate. That should have been hit. And it was. And of course, as Dave just said, that wild pitch could score easily from second base.
Boy, those again, you talked about it earlier. Little mistakes, they add up large. Here's Acuna. Righty on righty, and pitch inside, ball 1. Acuna tonight, a strikeout, a second strikeout, and then he walked and scored back in the 5th inning. On a 2-run single by Albies. 1-0 to Acuna. And the pitch. Swing on, popped out, playable. Jazz going back into center field. Calling everybody off. He's there. Makes a 2-hand catch. Braves get a run, leave 1. We go to the 7th. It's 8-6 Atlanta on WFAN. Yankees radio driven by Jeep.
Have a plan for your heart health this summer and drink plenty of water.
You're celebrated as one of the chattiest players on the team, Gemini, ready to talk to any fan or reporter who crosses your path. Your friendly demeanor is even charming to your opponents who can't resist your inquiring mind when they're hanging out on the bases. Ask plenty of questions and take in as much information as possible. You could get some helpful leads on how to better your game.
.60. 10 walks and 38 strikeouts. He's got 11 consecutive scoreless appearances.
Yeah, he racked up 1 last night. 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Right-hander. He's got Cody Bellinger leading off. First pitch. Swing on a high fly ball. Right field going back to Acuna. And say goodbye. There it is. A home run for Cody Bellinger. It's 8-7 Atlanta here in the 7th. For Cody, home run number 17, RBI number 56. There goes that scoreless streak.
And it sure does. And with a bang, and Acuna just turned around and watched it go out. There was no way. 382 feet.
Nice job by Cody Bellinger to jump all over that. Here's Judge. And once again, the Yankees are down a run. Oh, baby, sweet zone for Cody. Judge 1 for 3 tonight. And he's able to not strike on the call, not on the half swing. What a wild game this is. Here's a big swing and fouled behind home plate. And Judge had a full body, the hips open. He was trying to drive that to another county.
Bellinger now hitting .362 in the month of July.
There's the 0-2. Tried to paint outside and missed. Not by much. 1 and 2.
Boy, this is a
crazy game, isn't it?
Well, it's
1 and 2 here to Judge.
Bad bullpens everywhere.
And the pitch. Long hold by Murphy. Thought he had another dot job on the outside corner. Didn't get the call from Wegner. 2 and 2. Cody Bellinger, first pitch with the homer. 2-2 here to Judge. And the pitch from Johnson. Swung on him, fouled. Fastball up top, he fouled it down the right field line. This will be pitch number 6 coming up. Judge going to use the timeout, goes to the same ritual, picks up a piece of dirt, throws it over to his left. It's back in the box after banging his battle on the spikes, and here comes a 2-2 pitch. Johnson set at the letters. Kicks and deals the pitch. Just missed outside again. He is not getting that call. That's the third time he tried to go there, and Judge took it. They count as full 3 and 2.
Well, the only question is, did it cross the plate before it did move outside, which it did do?
Johnson quickly resets. He's ready. And a 3-2 to Judge. Swung on, hit down to third base. Gobbled up by Nacho Alvarez. Throws over in time. Out number 1. Come out to Yankee Stadium Wednesday, July 30. Yankees take on the Rays. It's a big divisional matchup. Yankees Cowboy hat night. First 18,000 guests, 21 and older, get a Yankees Cowboy hat courtesy of Budweiser. Get your tickets at Yankees.com.
I like those. Those Yankee Cowboy hats there.
That'll be fun. Here's Stanton, and he looks at the pitch down low, ball 1.
So there are indeed more people here tonight. 42,531.
26 sellout, he said. 1-0 to Stanton. And there's the pitch in the outside corner. Outside edge for a strike. 1-1.
No, they draw here. It's a beautiful place. There's lots to do.
Stanton, 1 for 1. He's walked twice, once intentionally and one on a 3-2 pitch. 1-1 here. Fastball in, up, too close, 2-1. Pierce Johnson working very quickly. 8-7 ball game. Braves on top here, top of the 7th. 2-1 here to Stanton. Pitch from Johnson. Check this swing pitch up high. First base umpire said did not go. That's Shane Livensbarger. 2-2.
And overthrowing on that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. That was way up. Stanton thought about it for a minute.
Stanton seeing Johnson for the first time. Here goes a 3-1 pitch. See if he can wail on it. And a pitch. And he takes it right over the middle of the plate for a strike.
Now that he threw, it's the first breaking pitch that he's thrown in this at bat. Threw him a curveball.
So 3-2 here to Stanton. A run in, 1 out. Johnson a long hold. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A late swing, too. That was a front door slider. And beat him with it, 2 down.
And really was fooled in that curveball.
It's a good pitch.
Yeah.
Started at the front hill, and Stanton couldn't get his arms extended. Here's Jazz Chisholm. Left-hand hitter against the righty Johnson. He swings and pops one up. Harris to the gap in left center field. Easy play for him. Hangs up there a long time. Makes a catch. Yankees get a little bit closer on the Bellinger leadoff homer on the first pitch he saw from reliever Pierce Johnson. It's 8-7 Atlanta as we go bottom 7 here on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? Oof. We've got specialists for that.
Got a wild one here in Atlanta. Game 2 of 3. It's 8-7 Atlanta, bottom of the 7th. Rick Baldwin leading off against Jonathan Loaisiga. First pitch is in there. Fastball, first strike. It'll be Baldwin, Murphy, and Albies. 4, 5, and 6 for the Braves. Braves have won 4 of their last 6. Yankees trying to end a 4-game losing streak in this ballpark that dates back to 2023. Little dribble in front of the mound. Wells pounces on it, grabs bare hand, throws in time to retire Baldwin, the DH.
There's a reason why the Yankees are the all-time champions, just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Now Luke Weaver is up. And I see some stretching being done by Devin Williams there. So we're getting to the point that leverage guys haven't been around in a while.
Murphy having some issues, like with the chest protector, and Sean Murphy coming to play the catcher can relate.
The strap broke. That goes around from the back of the, where it came undone.
It's like he's looking.
Yeah.
Looking for a buckle, too.
Looking for the buckle.
Yep.
Or is it the pitch com that's gone?
Something's missing.
Something's gone.
Booney's
there it
pointing.
is. He says, look, Booney sees something. Oh, it was the buckle. It was the buckle.
Yeah.
It's cusping his buckle. Sean Murphy did cover that. Well, if you put it this way.
Total empathy. He knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, and he knows. He said, yeah, just put it in that side. It'll. No, it's the thing that holds the pitch com on his.
Piece of Velcro.
The belt buckle on the side of the chest protector.
Yeah, he popped out. And it slid down on one knee. Made the play.
When he threw it, the buckle came undone and popped off. Yep. Somebody get him a new chest protection. They're trying to put this back on. This is... You don't have another one?
Guess not.
Wait.
I've not.
No, here he comes. Here comes Tanner Swanson with another one. Or Casey Dykes is coming out with another one. And they got more than one chest protector. Just put this... Give me... Casey's saying, give me that one, or do you want another buckle?
Haven't seen a delay like this before.
No, I haven't seen a chest protector malfunction. No, he's got it. Very handy is Austin Wells. Put it on nicely. But now we know, Dave, that they have more than one.
Sure as heck, I hope so. All right, we're good to go. Eliza's going to get a warm-up toss. He's good to go. One out here, bottom 7, and 8-7 Atlanta lead. The Yankees were down at one point, 7-2, but they got 4 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th. Most recently, a home run by Cody Bellinger, making a 1-run game again. His first pitch to Sean Murphy. And Murphy fouls one off. Third base side, Murphy 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. 2 runs scored. He scored after walking in the 4th and singled to left in the 5th. Came around to score in it. Ozzie Albies 2-run single. Albies 5 runs knocked in tonight, 4 last night. Righty on righty here, Loizaga deals. Pitch down low, 1-1.
Change up, boy. Okay.
So Loizaga came on and gave up an RBI single to Olsen after a walk in the 6th with 2 outs. 1-1. Line drive, left field, base hit.
Boy.
So Sean Murphy, his 2nd hit tonight.
And a couple of runs scored.
Now you got to deal with Ozzie, who's having a great game and a half. He went 1 for 3, 4 RBI last night with a sac fly and a 3-run homer. Tonight, a 3-run homer and a 2-run single. Volpe playing up the middle. Vivas well off the back, playing a medium shortstop depth on the left side. First pitch to Ozzie. In the dirt, ball 1. Albie switch hitter batting lefty against Loizaga.
Open. The whole middle of the diamond is open.
Albie's 0 for 4 against Loizaga. Here comes the 1-0. Runner holds. Here's pitch. Way outside. 2-0. That was the right-hand hitter's box.
Well, he's trying to keep it on the outside part of the plate so that he can't pull it. Now, I think he crossed him up because Wells has gone out to talk to him.
Yeah, that is not a comfortable feeling.
No, that was not where that was supposed to be. And keep it on the outside part of the plate so it can't pull, because the whole right side of the Jazz is pulled over towards first base. There's a big hole there, and Ozzie is very good at going up the middle to the right there.
Yankees have turned 1 double play tonight, a 4-6-3. Back in the 2nd inning. Loizaga. Here comes set. 2-0 pitch to Albies. Runner at first. 8-7 Atlanta. The pitch. Swing. A foul tip held by Wells. A little bit late on that swing by Albies. 2-1.
Yeah, that's the sinker. He wasn't expecting that sinker. He was expecting the 4-seamer. Ozzie, as Dave said, 2 for 3, 3-run homer, a single, 5 RBIs, and a stolen base. A nice night. Nice 2 nights.
Let's say, good week for a lot of guys. 2-1. Yeah. Here's the pitch. Outside again, 3-1. Nacho Alvarez, a right-hand hitter, he's on deck.
Now Alan Winans and Weaver are up now.
We'll hit like a rollover to Jazz right here. 3-1. Keep him in the yard. Pitch from Loizaga. Missed outside, wasn't close. So Ozzie on base for the 3rd consecutive time. And now Loizaga in some trouble in this 8-7 game. He's got 1 out, 2 on.
And this has been going on with Loizaga since he has come back. And you know, when you talk to him, he doesn't understand the stuff is there.
It's a 2nd walk. Wells going through the defensive signs.
Nacho. Here's Nacho Alvarez Jr.
So Nacho is struck out. Single to left and scored and fouled out. Hit a foul pop-up caught by Wells, the catcher. One out, they need a double play. Right-hand hitter, first pitch from Loizaga, down low, dug out by Wells, ball 1. Pace of this game is slowed down to almost pre-pitch clock type of timing.
It always happens when the bullpens come in, right?
Mm-hmm. Here's 1-0. Big spot here. And just got the corner with a slider.
That was a late call.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, late call.
1-1.
And I think a lot of it is, I think the time what you're talking about, it's not that they're taking longer to throw the pitch, it's that everybody's fouling every pitch. A million foul balls.
I'd love to get a count on that. Somebody somewhere must have it. Here's the 1-1. And a pitch. Oh, it hit him in the back. Are you kidding?
Oh, man.
Between the numbers. Boy, his command is not good. Bases are loaded. 1 out in the 7th. Braves up a run.
Yeah, that's...
Boy, hit him between the numbers.
Well, just... You know, what's always scary to me, Dave, is that when, pitchers usually know, here comes Aaron Boone, pitchers usually know what's wrong. It scares me when a pitcher says, I don't know. Because that's tough. Usually they'll say, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with that. But when they say, I don't know, and that's come out of Jonathan Loaisiga, he's shaking his head now. He's very distressed. And as Aaron Boone takes out Jonathan Loaisiga, we'll be back after this on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant...
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
The new pitcher for the Yankees is Luke Weaver, and he's in quite a spot right now. And they do an interesting thing here. Everybody used to have those red tomahawks, those foam things. Those are gone. But they still, when they shut the lights off here, when they change pitchers, and everybody does that chop with their cell phones in the dark. It's kind of cool, actually. But Luke Weaver comes into a tough situation here. 2 consecutive scoreless appearances after his blip. ERA now 2.91. 34 innings. He's got 9 walks and 36 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 165 off of Luke Weaver.
Harris, a career 1 for 2 against Luke, and Luke's got to pitch himself out of a heck of a situation here as the defensive guys now reset in the outfield. Harris, left-hand hitter, bases loaded, 1 out. 8-7 Braves. First pitch. Up high, ball 1.
And this has been going on with Loaisiga since he's come back from injury.
Yeah, that was
over and over and over.
Not a good situation. Home run, a walk, and a soft line out tonight for Harris, left-hand hitter. Weaver set. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball for a called strike. That was a good pitch. Good location. 8-7 Atlanta. 8 runs, 9 hits, an error for the Braves. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Yankees. They had a double play ball here. 1-1 pitch, swing, and a foul behind home plate. So advantage right now to Luke Weaver. Harris, the 8-hole hitter in the Braves lineup with Nick Allen on deck. Weaver, good to see if they can get him back into a really good groove again as we play here in the 7th. 1-2 pitch. Weave deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good location down and in on Harris. Couldn't touch it. 2 outs.
And that's going to help Weaver a lot. Got those kinds of strikeouts to fool that pitch. That was that great movement on that pitch. get Luke Weaver back into his strikeout move, get a little more confidence here.
He really now wants to finish it off right here to get Nick Allen. Allen, a career 1 for 2 against Luke. Right-hand hitter. 1 for 3, and first pitch fouled back, and that's a strike.
Nick did have an RBI single in the 4th. This should be advantage Weaver with Nick Allen.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 8-7 Atlanta, bottom 7. Here's the 0-1 to Allen. Fastball, Wells tried to steal it. To no avail. That pitch called outside, 1-1.
Well, you kind of want Weaver to go, this is a guy who's doesn't hit a lot. You want him to go right at the number 9 hitter.
Weaver working from the middle of the rubber, comes set. At the letters, here comes the 1-1 Allen, the pitch. Missed outside. He's got to bring something over the plate here, 2-1.
And he's 6-mile-an-hour fastball, and Loizaga just has this puzzled look on his face. We're seeing him. I'm sure everybody's puzzled.
Big spot here trying to keep this manageable at 8-7. Bases loaded. 2-1 to Allen. Popped it up. Playable. Jazz being called off by Judge. Comes way in to make the catch. Nicely done by Luke Weaver to strand 3 and keep this a 1-run ball game. We go top 8. Atlanta 8, the Yankees 7 on WFAN. Yankees radio driven by Jeep.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to be the judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
Oh, we got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that. They should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
On WFAN, Yankees radio.
The home of Yankees radio is WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
8-7 ball game. Atlanta on top as we play top of the 8th. Glad you've joined us. Dave Sims, Susan Waldman, Matt Shortus, our producer-engineer here in the booth at Truist Park. First pitch to Grisham. Fouled off. New pitcher is Dylan Lee, a left-hander. 30 years old, out of Dinuba, California, to Fresno State. Pitched last night, a third of an inning, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. Lefty deals, pitch swung on and fouled behind home plate.
And between innings, we just saw kind of an interesting thing. Jonathan Loizaga came over to Luke Weaver and just gave him just a giant hug.
I'll bet. Had he given them up and have been all inherited runs, would have been all gone on the ledger of Loizaga. 0-2, check swing by Grisham, a pitch down and away, ball 1-2.
I don't. I'm trying to find out what is wrong with Loizaga because he has no clue. That makes me nervous when someone says I don't know what's wrong.
1-2 here to Grisham. Fastball swung on. Jam shot, center field. Easy play for Harris. Pretty much in his tracks, makes the catch. And there's one down. Lee is the fifth man out of the pen for the Braves. Man, oh man, they're going to have tryouts if this is the way this is going.
8th inning sponsored by Local 3, IBEW, and Nika.
Brings up Anthony Volpe having a good night. 2-run homer and a sac fly. 1 for 2. 3 runs batted in. Yankees down a run. It's 8-7 Atlanta. First pitch. Breaking ball missed up high. Ball 1. From Lee. Fastball, this time in there for a strike. Volpe, a strikeout, the 2-run homer, left center field, and then a sacrifice fly in the 6th. Home run came in the 5th. 1-1. Pitch under his hands and down low. 2-1.
Well, maybe the All-Star break did Anthony Volpe some good a couple of years ago. Remember, it was the chicken parm when he and Wells found something was wrong with his swing over his aunt's chicken parm.
His pitch popped up. It's out of play coming back our way. 2-2. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Alvarez Jr., third baseman, pretty much guarding the line. He's a step and a dive away. His pitch to Volpe, swung on a high fly ball, left field, back it up, Profar, running out of room. Volpe's tied this bad boy up at 8-8. Volpe with a 4-run, 4 RBI night. Anthony Volpe picking it up. He ties this game up.
His second home run of the night, 411 feet, and Jason Dominguez just got so excited he almost jumped over the railing.
Anthony Volpe.
You know, everybody knows exactly what Anthony Volpe has been going through. 4 RBIs tonight. It ties his career high. Going through the gauntlet there. He missed somebody. He's going back and threw it the other way because he missed Dominguez.
Boy, much needed. New ball game, back even. 8 runs, 9 hits for the Yankees. 8 runs, 9 hits in error for Atlanta. As Wells takes a pitch down low. What a comeback by the Yankees. They were down 7-2 through 5. And listen to these Yankee fans here in Atlanta. Well, next pitch down low to Wells. He's ahead in the count 2-0.
Well, it's amazing. None of them have left. They're all here. They've been very quiet. This is his first career multi-home run game, Anthony Volpe.
Boy, what a big spot. 2-0.
Wow.
Next pitch to Wells. Gets the corner. 2-1. Wells tonight. RBI ground out last time up. He's 0 for 3. 8-8 ball game in the 8th.
Okay.
Crazy 8s. Breaking ball down low. Ball 3.
And this is the leverage part of the bullpen for Atlanta. You know, not too long ago, they were in the World Series.
2021. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball by Wells. 3-2.
Changes very fast, right? I know it's 4 years ago now. But...
And last year, knocked out in the playoffs in a wild card by San Diego.
This has started on their downward trek last year. Started middle of last year.
Here's pitch. Swung on a slicing drive. Gap, left center field. Long run for Profar. Wow, he made the catch in front of the 385 sign. Long run to his left, and he got it done.
And it was a little bit off the end. Got underneath it just a tiny bit. But Profar, this is what they have missed. Don't forget, this guy just came back from a suspension. Derek Lee is just applauding.
8-8 ball game.
They should have a solo camera on Jason Dominguez for the whole game. He gets so excited.
Here's Vivas. Left-hand hitter looks and pitch down low. Ball 1. Vivas came in, played third. The front door breaking ball in there for strike. 1-1.
Good for Anthony Volpe, huh?
Yeah, he'd been the subject of a lot of discussion.
Yeah.
having his troubles offensively and defensively, and tonight offensively he's really come alive. 1-1. Big swing and a miss by Vivas way out in front of a breaking ball. Vivas entering tonight a 167 hitter. 8-8 ball game. Yankees were down 7-2 through 5. And they have pecked away 4 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, one more here in the 8th to tie it. 1-2 to Vivas. Down low, and he gets through the wickets of Sean Murphy for ball 2. He was trying to keep this thing going. 2 outs. Here's 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, popped it up. Playable in the infield. It's going to be Murphy calling everybody off. The catcher makes a one-hand catch. First base side in foul territory. But the good news, Volpe's home run is second of the night. Ties this game up at 8-8 as we go bottom 8 here in Atlanta on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Did you know that winners are drawn every 4 minutes with the New York Lottery's Quick Draw?
Why 4?
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude? My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Okay, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs. And then next day, I got to eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me. And then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, diamond dry everywhere, except where McKinstry needed it right here.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain. With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I ever remember.
Junior line shot.
Got a chance. They counted it, though. They did.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards. Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
Wireless connecting everything everywhere. Yankees were down 7-2 after 5, but a 4 spot in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Got a new ball game as we play here in the home 8th in Atlanta. Tied at 8-8. Anthony Volpe's had a whale of a game. 2 home runs. He's driven in 4 runs. There's Luke Weaver, and his first pitch to Profar is down low, ball 1.
Profar didn't done anything tonight. 0 for 3. Did walk in the 6th. Did have a run scored.
Switch hitter batting lefty against Weaver. Weaver calmed the rough seas in the 7th. There were bases loaded, and he got out of it in relief of Jonathan Loizaga. The next pitch, outside, ball 2-0.
And there's Racel Iglesias. Their closer is up.
Volpe playing up the middle. Vivas at third, backing off. He's well off the line. Here's pitch. Swung on, pulled down the first baseline foul. 2-1.
The Yankees just 13-18. That's a big reason why they've struggled recently. And the Braves, those 24 losses.
Is with a 3-game losing skid entering the action tonight. Of course, the Braves have won 4 of their last 6. 3-1 pitch. Good swing. Fouled back a fastball. 3-2. Energy in the ballpark tonight has been unmatched. I mean, this place has been jumping tonight.
Look at all the people on the railing out there above the right field bleachers.
3-2. Profar pops one up. Third baseman Bebas under it. Drifting back of the infield cutout, makes the catch with two hands, one away. One down for Matt Olson. Matt's base hit in the 6th inning drove in Profar, and that's the last time the Braves scored. Now the Braves hoping that Olson's got some extra power in his bat here. Olson 0 for 5 in his career versus Luke Weaver. Weaver back at it. First pitch on the way to Olson. Takes a huge hack and a miss and a changeup darting low and away.
Braves scored in 4 straight innings, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Yankees have scored in 4 straight, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Olson takes a fastball outside. Staring at a 1-1 count. This will be Weaver's 17th pitch since he entered last inning. 1-1 in tight, just missed the knuckles with a fastball. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy takes a step back out of a stretch, I'll call it. Takes a step back, but then he really doesn't use a leg kick with his left leg. He just steps and fires.
Steps and fires. 2-1. Right down the middle of the plate. In for a called strike. 2-2. Now you're talking about that changeup, and that almost minimalist delivery adds to that changeup as well.
Well, it does, but it's so effective because he can throw 95 and 96, and you got to respect that, especially with 2 strikes.
Got 2 strikes on him here, and the righty brings it. Olson swings and fouls one back.
And that changeup was 88. So it's not like there's a drastic difference between the last fastball and that pitch was 7 miles an hour. But it's enough to really throw you off.
Yeah, you're right. He had some enormous outs for them last year in the postseason. Counted 2-2 on Olson. Weaver fires. And Olson takes a changeup low and outside. Runs the count full.
Ooh, turned it back. He's back on the home plate umpire before he got the ball back. It was a ball. Good call by Wegner.
Now Olson looking for something he can pull the trigger with right here. Bases empty, 1 down. Full count, here it comes. And he missed inside with a fastball. 1 out walk. That'll put the bat in the hands of Ronald Acuna.
That was a borderline pitch, but he was no way he was going to get it called a strike after he turned his back on the umpire after the pitch before.
7th walk by Yankee pitching tonight. And now it's Acuna, who in his career versus Weaver is 5 for 13 with 2 doubles and a homer. So he has seen Weaver very well in his career.
3 of those walks have scored.
Righty-righty matchup. And the first pitch to Ronald. Check swing on a ball outside. They appealed. He didn't go. Held off with a changeup. 1-0. Ronald, such a dangerous hitter. And now, with the game on the line, he might be the last man that Weaver wants to see at the plate. But it's Acuna versus Weaver with a runner at first. 1-0 pitch. Outside, nipping for the corner with a fastball. Couldn't taste it. At a 2-0 count. Ronald in control of the count. Olson takes an average lead at first base, held by Goldschmidt. Now Weaver steps off the back of the rubber. Acuna tonight, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, a pop out, a walk, and a run scored. Steadies the stick, awaits the 2-0. Here it comes. He swings and tips a changeup into the mid of Austin Wells. 2-1. Weaver adjusts his cap. puts his right foot at the base of the rubber. Acuna adjusts his helmet, pinwheels his bat, now steadies it right behind his right ear. 2-1. He swings, and it's a fly ball to deep center. Grisham going to go back, squares up to it, makes the catch in deep center field. And Olsen holds at first base. Put a good swing on it, but hit it out there to Grisham, 2 down. So now it's in the hands of Drake Baldwin. Game tied at 8. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Go-ahead run at first base with 2 down. Braves have had a few 2-out rallies in the game. Need one right here. Trying to strike versus Weaver, who's been tough. Drake Baldwin takes ball. No, that's a strike on the outside corner. Mark Wegner picking up his right hand and pointing over there towards the Braves dugout saying strike 1. Righty-lefty matchup as Drake Baldwin stares down Weaver. 0-1 is low. Count even at 1. Either way, we're going to see Iglesias for the 9th. And again, the top of the order for the Yankees. Matt Olson at first base. Walked just a moment ago, but 2 down. 1-1 pitch. He swings and misses at a changeup. The pitch just dies up there at the plate, darting straight down.
Drake's been pulling the ball a lot and with good authority, but we know he can go the other way. Huge hole down the left field line and a shallow left fielder.
1-2 pitch. Check swing, fouled it back, stays alive.
You mentioned earlier when I talked about Bellinger playing so shallow, if somebody hit one in the corner, it would take him forever to go get it. And I think Olsen could score from first.
He'll be running on contact. That'd be a thing of beauty to see him lace one down the left field line. Counted a ball and 2 strikes. Weaver set right at the letters. Righty brings it. And Baldwin swings and misses at a fastball for strike 3. So the Braves get a 1-out walk, and that's that. So we have played 8. We have decided nothing. We go to the 9th, tied at 8.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second.
Miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Chernoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
8-8 after 8, we go to the 9th. Raisel Iglesias can't get a save tonight, but boy, he could get a win. Hold him right there. He's 4-5 with a 4.30 ERA. Last night, worked an inning, 3 up and 3 down inning with a strikeout. And here he will face the top of the Yankee order in this tie game.
Well, Iglesias has put up some pretty good numbers against these guys, especially Goldschmidt, who's just 2 for 13 in his career against him. And of late, we've seen the best of Iglesias this season, really for about the last month. A significant swing towards the batter for Iglesias. And not only has he been good, he's been getting ahead and working quickly. You'd love a swift top of the 9th inning, then see what the boys could do in the bottom of the 9th when the Braves will have Murphy, Albies, and Alvarez due up. First pitch to Goldschmidt, pulled foul on the left field line, 0-1. 8 runs, 9 hits for both teams. The only difference in the stat line, the error department, Braves have 1, Yankees have none. This thing has had everybody in the ballpark on the edges of their seats all night. 0-1 to Goldschmidt. A fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris drifting, still drifting to the wall, and that is off the wall on the fly. Goldschmidt into second. He thought it was gone, and it turns into a double for Goldschmidt. That just missed leaving the ballpark. Now the umpire's going to take a peek at this. Oh, it hit Harris right in the glove. He went spinning back to his right, hit him in the palm of the glove, and fell to the ground.
One of the few, if ever, times that's going to happen to Michael where he actually got leather on it and didn't catch it.
So now Goldschmidt's at second for Cody Bellinger, who's had a huge night. And Bellinger swings, and it's a towering fly ball towards foul ground. That lands in the lower bowl of the stadium deep down the right field line. Well, Michael was going back, leading with his left shoulder, looking over his right shoulder, then spun back, and then hit the wall with his back, and that jarred him. 0-1 to Bellinger, and that misses low. And the impact of that wall hit right before the impact of the ball hitting the glove.
Yeah, I think that shook it up.
1-1 to Bellinger. And Bellinger with a fly ball to center. Medium depth. Under it, Harris. Harris makes the catch, holding at second, Goldschmidt. So now one down. The battle with the hands of Aaron Judge. And this is the situation the Yankees want, is this man at the plate with men in scoring position. Judge in the game is 1 for 4 with a single. Also a run score. They're going to put him on. So Judge will head down to first. And they'll put the bat in the hands of Giancarlo Stanton. Mentioned it last night. Yankees have more intentional walks than any team in baseball, and it's because of big number 99. So he's intentionally walked again.
Sorry, Ben. Bellinger did the Braves a favor. He was trying to be the hero. Kept trying to launch balls, but all he needed to do was hit a ground ball to the right side and didn't do it.
First pitch to Stanton. And a called strike. Stanton thought it was low, and watching the replay, it looks like it was. Braves will take that. 0-1 count on Stanton. Iglesias to the plate. Missed outside with a fastball. Stanton 0 for 6 with 2 strikeouts in his career versus Iglesias. One. Reach it a miss. Missed the slider. He'd love a strikeout. More than that, he'd love a double play. That's been a theme of this series for the Braves, who have turned 3 double plays in this series, including one tonight. Ball and 2 strikes. Iglesias deals. A little bit low and outside with a slider. Stanton had a notion, but held up his swing, and the count level at 2.
Paul Goldschmidt runs pretty well. He's got 5 stolen bases, but he has a very short lead at second.
2-2. Low and outside with a slider. Game tied at 8 in the top of the 9th. Yankees have him at first and second, 1 down. Twice Iglesias has tried to get him to chase away. Neither time he took the bait. He's displayed 3 straight sliders. Count full, 3-2. And he missed outside with a fastball. So he has walked Stanton, and they're loaded now for Jazz Chisholm.
Chisholm loves the first pitch.
Chisholm's only hit into 2 double plays all year. Left-handed hitter.
And 1 tonight.
Infield in, pitch on the way. Line drive, caught at third. Alvarez has got it. Holds on, the runners get back to the bases. Went right up into the air like he was spring-loaded, snatched it out of the air.
How in the world did all 3 runners freeze? Can't believe that didn't turn into a double play.
What a catch by Nacho. That's 2 nights in a row he's made a spectacular play late in the game.
Boy, did he get up.
So now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Grisham has had an active bat tonight, reached on an error, drove in a run, also doubled and scored. Sacks packed full of Yankees. And Iglesias trying to leave him stranded. First pitch on the way, and Grisham takes the ball low and inside. These two have seen each other just once in their careers. Grisham 0 for 1. Left-handed batter. Big hole in the left side of the infield. Shortstop Nick Allen shaded up the middle. Game tied at 8 in the ninth. 1-0 pitch. Fouled back into the screen. Make it 1-1. Boy, you get an out right here. This place would go crazy. Take some momentum into the bottom of the ninth and see if you can find a way to win it. But all that's in the hands of Raisel Iglesias right here. He's got to execute here versus Grisham. Grisham, a .252 hitter, 16 homers, 1-1 and a high fly ball to right field. Ronald Acuna going back. Ronald's at the warning track. Ronald's at the wall, and that ball disappears over the right field wall. It's a grand slam for Trent Grisham, and the Yankees have taken a commanding 4-run lead of the ninth. All night long, they have battled back. It was once 7-2 in favor of the Braves, and it's now 12-8 Yankees as Grisham just launched a slider over the right field wall.
Hanging slider right in his wheelhouse.
Iglesias back to work. And there's a called strike on Volpe. The Yankees have outscored the Braves 10-1 since it was 7-2 Atlanta. 0-1 in for a called strike, 0-2. To Volpe. And he swings and misses at strike 3. But Trent Grisham with a seismic swing for the Yankees. A grand slam in the ninth. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning. Yankees 12, Braves 8.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he...
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude? My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Okay, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindos.
Five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's time time.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Book your stay today at omnihotels.com/Atlanta, because some things are too good not to relive.
Hey folks, we in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is home team Brandon Leak reminding you that a pair of tickets are up for grabs during the 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Trent Grisham's grand slam has made it 12-8 Yankees, bottom of the ninth. Devin Williams, the closer for the Braves, has come on. He's not in a safe situation. 3-3 record, 4.58 ERA. He is 13 out of 14 in saves. League just hitting a .197 against him. 25 hits in 35 innings, and he too has a great changeup.
Yeah, he does. Now he's facing Sean Murphy to lead it off. Murphy's been on 3 times. Now the first pitch on the way, and Murphy takes the ball outside. This game has been wild since the 3rd inning. Turned into a barn burner, and a grand slam by Grisham might serve as a backbreaker. A lot of work to do here in the bottom of the ninth, and Murphy swings and misses. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Sean Murphy. And Murphy takes the ball low and outside. This is the 11th time this season the Braves have scored 8 or more runs in a game. And they had lost just one of those games prior. That was that wild one to the Diamondbacks, where the Braves blew that lead late and lost to Arizona 11-10. 2-1 pitch. Hackett missed by Murphy. So they were 10-1 this season, scoring 8 or more runs, now trailing 12-8 in the bottom of the ninth. Here to right-hander Williams. Kicks and brings his 2-2 pitch. And Murphy takes the ball outside. 3-2. Ozzie Albies hit a 3-run homer for the Braves back in the 4th inning. Made it 4-0 at that point. There's the 3-2. Murphy takes the ball outside. Leadoff walk. And finishing that thought, you felt good at that point, but you know who was in that other dugout.
Yeah.
But when Albies had the 2 RBI single in the 5th, and the Braves answered that 2-run homer by Volpe in the 5th inning, made it 7-2, you started to think, okay, surely they can piece this together. But the Yankees showing their might tonight. So much offensive firepower.
Just need more base runners. Devin Williams really struggled badly at the beginning of the year, but has it turned around. In fact, they use Weaver a lot to close in games early in the season. So let's see if Williams kind of loses it right here.
Here's the pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies. And a strike on the outside corner. Well, a lot of times big innings start with a leadoff walk, and that's exactly what just happened for the Braves. Got Murphy aboard, but need a lot more. Williams 0-1. Hackett a miss at a fastball away. Ozzie's been on base 3 times, 5 RBIs in the game. And the 0-2 pitch, low and inside, almost hit him in the foot. Be nice to have a few men on base, just make him sweat a little bit. If the Braves can come back and win this game, it'll be a rubber game tomorrow. It'll be a day game as Grant Holmes will get the ball for the Braves. Not holding on Murphy. 1-2. Albies sends one foul. That'll be Grant Holmes and Marcus Stroman at 1:35 Eastern tomorrow, 12:35 Central. And both of those teams will be hoping that their starter goes deep into the game.
Boy, isn't that the truth? Both teams.
1-2 to Albies. And he tips that into the mitt for strike 3. Yeah, the starters tonight. Wentz went 4 for the Braves. Warren went 3 2/3. Last night, Hamilton, the starter for the Yankees, went 1. Braves did get 6 innings out of Strider and used 4 relievers. One down for Nacho Alvarez. And Nacho takes a first pitch strike. I tell you, when Nacho snared that line drive off the bat of Chisholm, really felt like the momentum was starting to carry towards the Braves side.
I thought they'd get out of it. I really did.
Oh, 1 to Nacho. Nacho strikes one hard out towards deep left field. That's going to clear.
And Alvarez, a 2-hit night, a double here.
Bringing it one more closer. You see the big bear coming out on deck now as a fastball up. And we talked about Nacho getting to those pitches. Beautiful job.
This is
needed a couple more base runners. Got Marcelo Zuna available off the bench too. Hope he's loose.
He's on deck right now. Michael Harris, the batter. Boy, you get Harris aboard. Then you bring the tying run to the plate. Only one out. First pitch to Michael, bounce foul over there by Ozuna. I mean, you give up a grand slam on the top of the ninth. It's a small victory just to get the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the inning. And so far for the Braves, a walk, a strikeout, and a double. And potentially something here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 0-1 to Harris. And Harris grounds one to the right side. Glove by Chisholm. Underhand toss to the bag. Run scores. It's now 12-9. Over to third base for Nacho Alvarez. RBI for Michael Harris. And now it's up to Marcell Ozuna to keep the ball game alive. If he can keep the game alive, then Profar would come to the plate. Braves down to their final out, trailing by 3 runs. Got to get Marcell aboard just to bring the tying run to the plate. Ozuna 0 for 2 in his career versus Devin Williams. First pitch on the way to Marcell. And there's a called strike. Look low. This is the first time that we've seen Ozuna since the All-Star break. Didn't play last night. .239 hitter, 13 homers on the year. Waiting on the 0-1. Williams set at the letters. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at a changeup down. Suddenly nothing and 2 on Ozuna. And the Yankees are 1 strike away from evening up this series. Lots of Yankee fans here. They're all on their feet. Marcell awaits, and the 0-2 pitch on the way from the right-hander Williams. Grounded foul on the left field line. This game has been radically wild. And is there more wildness out there in store for us here in the final moments of this one? Braves down to their final strike. Alvarez a lead at third, the 0-2 pitch. Marcell takes the ball low and outside.
So far, with the exception of the double by Alvarez, everything has really been down by Williams. Change-ups are always at or near the bottom of the zone. Kind of a spot you've got to look.
Williams to the plate. Ozuna swings and misses at a fastball, and the Yankees claw their way back from a 7-2 deficit and win 12-9. And they were lifted across the finish line on the grand slam by Trent Grisham in the 9th inning. So this wild ball game lands in the win column for the Yankees. They snap a 3-game losing streak, and we'll have a rubber game here tomorrow. For the Braves in the 9th, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Final score, Yankees 12, Braves 9. Back with the totals after this.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get a Hyundai Palisade with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or up to $2,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end July 31st. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Hey, Braves fans, summer is officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites,